us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to see it, yes, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the fresh boys,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening to everyone, and welcome to the big city of Troy, Illinois, and Triad High School is where we are. Week number 9, the final week of the football season. Welcome you into the orders at 618-855-9007. Looks like we're having some Wi-Fi issues right off the bat, so we're going to play around with it for a little while. What'd you hook up to?
I didn't hook up anything. I guess it just needed to sort itself out.
All right, well, okay. Looks like we're working right now. Okay, back to work here. First of all, before we get to football, we want to apologize to any of the soccer fans out there. We were told on Tuesday night that Riverbender was going to be back there tonight to live stream the soccer regional championship game between Collinsville and Belleville West, and it turns out that that did not happen. So we do apologize for that, but at last check, Collinsville was losing that contest 2-0 as they were about halfway through the second half there. So we'll keep you updated as soon as we know. You will know. All right, let's move on to football. Collinsville comes into this one at 4-4 under their fourth-year head coach Colton Rhodes, who now has a record of 27-13. Triad is 7-1. Calvin Podast is their coach. This is his second year, and he comes in with a record of 14-5. Kahok are fighting for their playoff lives as they take to the field here in Troy tonight, and standing in the way of an unprecedented fourth straight postseason appearance for your Kahawks are the Triad Knights. Collinsville will try to do just that and erase the sting from last week's 26-9 loss at Cahokia, which saw the Kahawks score a season-low 9 points in that loss. Collinsville hasn't been held to single digits in points scored since Triad shut Collinsville out in a 21-0 loss to open the 5-game schedule of the pandemic-shortened 2020 season that was actually played in March and April of 2021 after the fall sports season was shuttered in the 2020 season. Those 9 points were the lowest amount of points by a Kahok offense in head coach Colton Rhodes' tenure. You would have to go back to the season opener of 2022 season for the previous low when Belleville East beat Collinsville at Kahok Stadium 20-12. That was the opening week of the 2022 season. Triad, they're having another atypical Knights football season as they have suffered defeat only once this year. Triads won their first 6 games of the year, and the Knights have outdistanced themselves from virtually every team that they have played this year by outscoring those first 6 opponents 219-90. The closest any team came before their Week 7 loss was a 17-10 win in a Week 2 home match against Mount Zion, but the Week number 7 loss, a 14-7 loss at Highland, looms large. Triad lost their senior starting quarterback, Isaac Ackerman, to injury in that contest. Sophomore backup quarterback Brody Hasquin came into that game and won in the passing game for 8 yards. Hasquin played the entire game last week against the 2-6 Eagles of Civic Memorial and threw 5 touchdown passes, going 6 for 6 for 159 yards. Triad has already clinched a playoff spot for their 4th postseason appearance in a row. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville head coach Colton Rhodes. We'll pass that conversation on to you next.
For Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games, LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus, they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
And we welcome you back into the LC's Pub pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. It is the final regular season game of the football season. Week 9 finds us on the road once again. We seem like we've been on the road a lot this year. Yeah, we're in Troy today at Triad High School as Collinsville fights for a playoff spot. And joining us now is Collinsville's fourth-year head football coach Colton Rhodes. Tough loss last week, man, 26-9 at Kahok. Give me your thoughts on that game.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough one, and we did a really good job there in the first half. I know offense sputtered there in the red zone twice there in the first half, which kind of stung. But I thought we did a really good job in the first half. I thought defense did a really good job for all game for the most part, besides that blown coverage there in like the first quarter that led to that long one. I wish we could have got a couple of those fumbles that they blew dead. But, you know, all in all, like we didn't play our best game, and that's kind of why we lost last Friday.
Well, we talked in the pregame show last week about their defense, and you guys seemed to handle them okay. You did not run to the side with the guy with all the sacks. We noticed that when we were up in the booth.
Yeah, I mean, it was easy. He was just going to line up away from Devin. If you're going to line your best guy away from our best guy, we're just going to run behind our best guy. So it just made no sense for us to run to him when we had our best guy away from him. So they just kind of played their hand, and we went opposite it. And it's a shame we couldn't get more of those. And we had like a 4th and 2 there in that first drive in the second half that we didn't get. That would have been huge for us. But you know, we just got to execute better in the red zone and find ways to score points. And we're gonna do that this week, though.
All right, so you took a 9-6 lead in the second quarter after a safety by Rome Richardson, sacking their quarterback in the end zone, and then Chase Reynolds scored on a 7-yard run. At that point, you guys led 9-6. You had to be feeling pretty good about yourselves at that point.
Yeah, we really, really did. And I thought our defense was playing well and our offense was moving the ball. It stinks that we gave up like a really long drive there to end the second half for them, and we only were left with, 2-ish minutes on the clock. We were able to get all the way down the field. We just couldn't find the end zone there. We got down to the 5-yard line. So not coming away with points there to end the first half really stings, because we could have then taken the lead and then gotten the ball and just really, really had momentum there to start the second half. But, you know, it is what it is at this point.
Yeah, and you guys, pretty much the same story against Althoff a few weeks ago. You held their running back to under 100 yards. You held them to the least amount of points they scored so far this year, and you did the same thing to Cahokia last week.
Yeah, and defense, like I said, defense played really, really well. If we could have gotten a turnover or two, I think that would have really given us a really great shot. But defense did their job, but offense just didn't follow suit and do our job. So it was kind of opposite of the Marion game, where offense did their job and defense did well enough. But tonight's the night we're going to put both of them together, and then special teams still going to be great too.
All right, one last question about last week's game, and then we'll move on to this week. And you can tell me no comment if you want to, but at the end of that game, man, 90 seconds left. All Cahokia had to do was kneel down, and the game would have been over. They decided to go for more points, and I know that stuff doesn't sit well with coaches sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. They came up to me and told me at the end of the game that they needed it for playoff points. So I guess they just don't understand how playoff points work. But you know, if that's how they want to play the game, then that's how they want to play the game, and I get it. We won't do anything like that, but I will never risk my kids to get an injury at a meaningless point of the game when I can just kneel it out. But to each their own, I guess.
Yeah, that was the forethought in the booth too, man. You're going to end up getting somebody hurt. That fifth win for you guys and get that playoff eligibility. So film focus. What did you see on film about Triad that you can use to your advantage?
Film. I think that they do a really good job both on offense and defense. I think they're really sound. They're really well coached. Everybody talks about how good their defense is, and I do agree that it is pretty good. But it's also, I'm not sure if their defense is Beverly East or their defense is Althoff or their defense is Kokia. We faced some really, really good defenses so far, so I'm not as worried as everybody else says like we should be. I think our guys are going to be able to handle their front just fine. We've got a great offensive line, and I think we'll be okay there. Their offense, they like to test your discipline. They do a lot of motions, a lot of shifts, a lot of gadget plays. So we just really have to trust our discipline this week and our eyes and making sure we're following our keys. So we've been practicing all week and got our guys ready to do exactly how we're coached. So hopefully that preparation allows us to kind of surrender to the outcome tonight and do exactly what we came here to do.
All right, so do you know at this point which quarterback you are going to face him? Because Eicherman got hurt in the Highland game and didn't play last week versus CM, and then they bring in their backup, Hosquin, and he goes 6 for 6 with 5 touchdown passes.
I'm 99% sure Ackerman's going to play today. I wouldn't be surprised if they wanted to play Hasquin and just make sure Ackerman's ready for the playoffs. But I don't think that kid's a tough kid. I don't think that kid's going to want to sit out this game.
All right, so backup quarterback or starter doesn't really matter. Have you prepared for both of them?
No, I think Ackerman's such a good thrower. Now that Ackerman's the better runner and he's also a good thrower, so I think if the backup was in, I think they would just hand the ball off more to their running back and then throw. So we've just been pretty much preparing for Ackerman because he's going to be the most difficult of the two. And then if Hasquin plays, then we just know we don't really have to he can still run, but he's just not as good as number 10 is.
All right, so give me the health report on your team. I know you got Michael Tongay back in the lineup tonight, so how's the rest of the team doing after a tough physical battle at Cahokia last week?
Yeah, we ended up losing Matt Reynolds for this week, and Cordell Kaufman is down with a bit of sickness as well. So we're going to be down 2 guys that have played some meaningful minutes for us. But getting Tongay back is going to be huge, especially for our linebacker rotation where we've got, Devin, Michael, and Rome all playing linebacker, and being able to rotate around those 3 guys is going to be huge to give Devin and Rome a little bit more of a break on offense and keep them as fresh as possible. But other than that, our guys are going to give it their all. It's a playoff game for us, so we're gonna send out all the bullets we got in our guns tonight and see what happens.
All right, so kicking and punting is going to fall on Will Squip, I know, for kicking. What about punting?
It's going to be Logan Odell, and we're just going to not punt is the goal. That's the goal. No offense to Logan. Logan does a great job, but if offense is on all cylinders tonight like we hope for, we're just never going to have to punt. That's the goal.
All right, so keys to the game for you, offensively first, defensively second.
Offensively, we're going to want to run the ball and, keep good momentum, and then in the red zone, we want to be perfect. We want to be 100% scoring efficiency in the red zone tonight. Defense, we want to be disciplined, trust our keys and our eyes, and then create some turnovers as well.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
No problem. Thank you.
That is Colton Rhodes, your Collinsville Kahok football head coach. We'll take a break here on the LC's Pub pregame show. Starters and stats, that's what we have coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Once again, we welcome you back here to Triad High School. Todd Duke is my name. Chris Kettler on the other microphone, running the camera tonight with us. How you doing, sir?
All right, let's do this. We're trying to get this last push in here to the playoffs for this Kahok team, and we're ready to go here on a Friday night. You ready?
Of course I'm ready. Speaking of playoffs, bad news to pass along to you as your Collinsville Kahok boys soccer team lost 3-0 to Belleville West in the regional championship game that took place in Granite City. Again, my apologies to all the soccer people. We came out here because we thought somebody else was going to be covering the soccer game. That didn't turn out to be the case, but at any rate, we apologize, and we are sorry to see that the boys soccer season has come to a close. All right, let's get started with this one here. We don't know really who is going to get the ball first because they just now wrapped up senior night activities. And they did senior night for everybody here, man. Cross country, dance, color guard, band, football. And it just wrapped up, and I don't think anybody's been out there to do a coin toss yet, right?
As far as we can tell, maybe they did it back in the locker rooms or something. Maybe they'll still have to do it. Maybe they'll just do it for show out here. If not, we'll just see who kicks off.
Yeah. All right, so we'll give you both the offense and the defensive starter. We won't go through all of the details, but your offense looks like this. Chase Reynolds is at quarterback. Rome Richardson is the running back. Your three wide receivers, Amari Rogers-Parrott, Zach Priest, and Loyal Patterson. Your tight end is Devin Habermill. On the line, on the left side, Caleb Patton is the tackle, and Ellis Kircher is the guard. On the right side, Jack Shepard is the tackle, while Zach Howe is the guard, and the centerman is Caden Hearn. On defense, they have a four-down lineman defense here tonight. Montre Kroom, Jack Shepard, and Adam Frazier along with Caleb Patton. So Caleb Patton starting on the offensive line and the defensive line for the first time this year. Three linebackers, John Thomas, Devin Habermill, and Michael Tongay back in there after missing the last couple of weeks due to injury. And your defensive backs, Zach Priest, Rome Bollinger, Chase Reynolds, and Loyal Patterson. So, Chris Kettler, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it. It sounds like glad to see Tongay's back out there on that defense. He had a whale of a game. Which game was that? The Granite game.
Yeah.
And then he got injured, so it'll be great to have him back here on the defense tonight.
Yep, missed Altoff, missed Cahokia, so glad to have him back here for week number 9 matchup here against Triad. So we are very happy about that. Let's go through some of the stats that we have. We still at this point don't know who is the starting quarterback for Triad because Isaac Ackerman went down with an injury in the Highland game and did not play last week versus Civic Memorial. So Brody Hasquin came in to take his place. But Ackerman's numbers, 71 for 118, 1,077 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. And Brody Hasquin, who has come in sparingly here over the last couple of weeks, is 10 of 14 for 215 yards, 6 touchdowns. 5 of those came last week in the win over Civic Memorial, and no interceptions. Ackerman is also their leading rusher. He has carried the ball 86 times for 554 yards and 8 touchdowns, but they also have a couple of other guys back there as well. Jack Phelps in particular 66 carries, 387 yards, and 5 touchdowns. And Ian Dempsey, 20 carries for 171 yards and 3 carries. Then in the passing department, Dempsey leads the Triad Knights with 30 catches for 567 yards and 10 touchdowns. On the defensive side for Triad, Owen Leitner is their leading tackler. He has 67 total tackles and 4 sacks, but look out for Aiden Patrick. Patrick has 7 quarterback sacks on the year. And a defensive look at a whole for Triad, they have 17 quarterback sacks. They have recovered 10 fumbles, and they have picked off 6 passes for interceptions on the year. For Collinsville, Chase Reynolds is the quarterback once again, 75 of 141, 674 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Reynolds also is the leading rusher for Collinsville, 110 carries, 907 yards, and 10 touchdowns. Rome Richardson has been doing yeoman's work since he's been plugged in to the sole starting role after Talon Neighbors went down with an injury. This year, Richardson, 79 carries, 373 yards, and 9 touchdowns. In the passing department for Collinsville, Amari Rogers-Parrott leading the way with 30 catches, 311 yards, and 1 touchdown. And on defense, Devin Habermill leads the team in total sacks with 82, couple of quarterback sacks. He also has a fumble recovered and an interception. Michael Tongay, he's been missed, 62 tackles, also with 2 quarterback sacks, a fumble recovery, and an interception as well. So it'll be nice to have him back in there. The kicking game, as you heard Coach talk about, Will Swip is going to handle the kickoff duties and the extra point duties, but we don't know who is going to handle the punting duties. But as Coach Rhodes said, we're not going to punt tonight.
I like that plan. Let's just score on every drive. We don't need a punter here, but we're going to go ahead and go into the national anthem.
All right, national anthem comes your way, and that means we take a break here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem.
It's probably the largest purchase you'll ever make. We have 5 agents on our team.
We cover about an hour radius around St. Louis.
We grew up here. We know every town like the back of our hands.
Our job as realtors is helping someone find their dream home, whether it's a family or an individual. We just want to do everything that we can to keep the process as simple and as stress-free as possible for you.
The Blaylock Group, the official realtors of the Kahok Sports Network and Kahok Athletics.
We welcome you back here to Triad High School in the big town of Troy. Todd Duke and Chris Kettler along with you. We are just about ready to go. National anthem has been played, and because of the long senior night festivities, they are just now getting to the coin toss. I don't think I've ever seen a coin toss this late, Chris. It's 7:02.
Yep, things are behind a little bit here. They may have already done it in the locker room. This may be for show, or maybe we're doing it for real. I don't know. There's no way to actually know. We'll see what they do.
Yep, and Isaac Ackerman wearing number 10 out there in the middle of the field is their quarterback, so it looks like he's suited up and ready to go. And Chris and I were up here talking off the air, and they probably just held him out of last week's game against Civic Memorial just to make sure that he was healthy for this final game of the year, because Civic Memorial, they went into last week with only 2 wins. They'll only have 2 wins, so not a very formidable opponent, if you will, sorry to say, but that's probably why they held him out, just to give him 1 week's rest.
Yeah, if you can give a quarterback a rest, if you think you got that luxury in the game, you're definitely going to take opportunity, and Triad was able to take care of business last week against CM up there in Bethalto last week.
So we are waiting the coin toss. We'll all learn it together this time. Normally they do the coin toss about 10 minutes before kickoff. But as we mentioned, the super long senior night here kind of kept the referees off the field for a long time. And
if you thought East St. Louis basketball game senior night was long, this thing just kept going and going and going. They had a lot of folks to get through.
Yeah, they did. They had the dance team and the color guard and the band, and cross country was the first one that kicked it all off. Then you had the football players. So it was a almost an hour-long senior night festivity here at Triad. And they were having problems with their wireless microphone, so when they sang the national anthem, no one could really hear it except for the folks that were right down in the first few rows. Well, I mean, we heard it up here, but I doubt that the Kahok fans on the other side of the field heard it. All right, referee will tell us who won the coin toss. And it looks like Triad won. They have deferred, so Collinsville will get the ball first.
All right, yep. Collins will receive. They'll be going south to north.
So they will be going into the wind. There is a bit of a breeze blowing here from the north, a very chilly night, but it has been kind of cloudy here for most of the late afternoon. I know we got off at 12:30 today, and it was sunny then. But by the time I got home, took a nap, took a shower, it was cloudy. And it's still cloudy, and we're hoping it kind of stays cloudy for the rest of the night, because if it clears up, it's going to get a little bit more chilly out here than it already is.
Yep, Canucks fighting for their playoff lives, essentially. Really, really need a win here to have, well, win will get you in, and then a loss is just going to be not things we want to figure out just yet.
Yeah, you have to rely on a lot of other things to have 4 losses. I just lost my signal.
Well, we'll do best. Hope the signal comes back.
It's back now, but
doing our best here.
I don't understand how it can be like green, green, green over 10,000 kbps, whatever that is, and then all of a sudden it just dropped totally off. But at any rate, that's what we're stuck with. We tried to hook up to the Wi-Fi signal here up in the booth, which, by the way, we're right outside the booth. On the other side is the coaching staff, so they're outside the booth as well. So hopefully the Wi-Fi hotspot will hold off here as we bring you this week number 9 contest between Triad and Collinsville. Looks like we are just about ready to go.
Looks like Lance Stauffer will kick off for Triad. Looks like these last 3 guys on the roster, 2 seniors and a junior, were listed as kickers. Last night at the freshman game, they had a freshman kick a 30-yard field goal, so bevy of kickers here for Triad, apparently.
Lance Stauffer, 6'2", 145-pound senior. And Loyal Patterson and Amari Rogers-Parrott are back deep. Matt Reynolds is usually one of those guys back deep, but he's out tonight. And we are underway all the way over to the far sideline, and it's going to hit the hand of Loyal Patterson. He'll try to cut it back up, and he gets taken out inside the 10-yard line. Collinsville's going to have a long way to go on their first possession.
Big hit. Loyal just got his hand out there as that ball was just rolling back. Might have gotten the end zone.
Yeah.
Doesn't get very far. Took a big hit, too.
So Collinsville will have 1st and 10 from their own 9-yard line, so they'll have to drive 89 yards if they want to put some points on the board. And we will see exactly if they can do that as the Kahawks come out. Triad's defense coming out as well. And I believe that they said that was number 2, Braxton Yates, with that tackle on Loyal Patterson.
He fumbled the ball. The Kahok defense is out there. Triad has this ball.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah, this is Kahok defense that's out there.
Oh, well, that's not good. I didn't even see that.
I didn't see a signal that it was Triad's ball, but I'm looking at the guys that are out there. I'm like, those are defense guys.
Yep, so Collinsville turns the ball over on the opening kickoff. That's not a good start to this game. Ackerman is in there in shotgun, has 2 wide receivers over here on this side, 1 on the other side, and 1 lone running back. And the running back is going to get the ball, and he's going to get hit right off the bat. And then he's going to find a little seam there for a minute and almost made something out of nothing there.
He was trying to pass it. He had the ball out there like a loaf of bread, like he was wanting to pass it to somebody and couldn't find anybody to get it to. That was
is that number 1?
Dempsey, 4?
4, is that who it is? Ian Dempsey?
Looks like it was 4 Dempsey. So bad start for the Kahawks, fumbling the ball in the kickoff.
Yep, that is number 4. Well, lost of 2 yards on the play, so Collinsville, nice defensive play on play number 1 of this game. They're going to need to keep it up, though, as Triad's already in the red zone, and here is a rollout by Ackerman. He completes the pass, and taken down inside the 5-yard line was Louis Johannes. Johannes coming in with 11 catches, 53 yards, and 1 touchdown. So the Triad Knights will have it 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. And Zach Prieston there on the tackle for Collinsville. So the Kahawks with their backs against their own goalposts here to start things off. I didn't see the fumble. I didn't see the call. I didn't see any of that.
No, I didn't see any either. But I was confused on the guys that were coming out there. I'm like, those are defensive guys.
Yeah. All right, so now it's going to be a direct snap to Dempsey, and Dempsey is going to get taken down, and he's probably going to lose a yard on the play, so it'll be 4th down and goal coming up here for Triad.
John Thomas had the first grab. Habermill finished him off. And Triad will probably go ahead and go for this one.
You would think.
Basically playing kind of with house money, if you will.
And a snap and a touchdown by Triad. So a 3-yard touchdown run will cap off a very auspicious start for the Collinsville Kahawks.
Just a straight up the middle run there, and Triad punches that one in, wins that on the offensive line battle. Kahawks did their job for the first 3. They held them, but couldn't get that 4th down stop.
Yep. That, not a good start, man. Extra point try is up, and it is good. So 7-0 right off the get-go here for Triad. Will send us to a commercial break. Collinsville have to try to hold on to the ball as we come back for what will turn out to be their first possession here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com.
Back here at Triad High School, Todd Duke and Chris Gettler along with you. Kind of a not so good of a start here for Collinsville as the Kahawks fumbled the opening kickoff inside their own 10-yard line. Triad needed 4 plays to get it into the end zone, but they did exactly that, and the Triad Knights lead 7-0. So here we go with another kickoff. This one's going to go a little shorter, right to Loyal Patterson. He has it at the 20, and he's across the 30 into the 37-yard line is where he'll be brought down. So that's where the Kahawks will begin what turns out to be their first drive. And Collinsville would love a win here tonight just to become playoff eligible, but more than that, well, not more than that, less than that, I guess you will. A little bit of revenge because last year Triad won at Kahok Stadium on a last-second field goal that won the game for the Knights 36-35.
Yeah, very late field goal. They had a kicker, I believe he played in their soccer regional game and then drove to Collinsville and got there late in the game and then kicked the winning field goal. Heck of a day for that young man, as I recall.
Reynolds is back to pass, and he'll tuck it and run now. He'll head over to his own sideline, and about halfway through the sticks, he'll run out of bounds, so a pickup of about 5 on the play. That will stop the clock with 9:40 left to go here. No, they're only going to give him about 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 7. Hard to tell from this far away where exactly he runs out of bounds.
Just scrambling. Nothing much was there. High design keeper anyway for Reynolds to start this game.
2 wide receivers on either side. Devin Habermill over here in the slot. Loyal Patterson on the near sideline. And then Habermill will go into motion. It's going to be a handoff, though, to Rome Richardson. Richardson goes up the middle and gets it to about the 45-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 3 to go for a 1st down here for the Kahawks.
Yep, definitely manageable here. You get this in the 3rd down. Rome Richardson has became the guy as far as running backs go for Collinsville this year after some injuries to some other guys.
He was our featured senior of the week.
You know, his brother broke the records a few years ago. He was a heck of a guy.
3rd down and 3. Collinsville hands the ball off again to Richardson, and Richardson's going to get close to the 1st down, but I believe
I think he's got it.
He might. The guy on the far sideline looks like he's right next to the sticks, but the guy on the near sideline here is the one they're going to use to spot this ball, and it looks like he might be about it. Oh, they're going to give him the 1st down. The same refereeing crew we had last week, and this referee, man, you'll just give it a quick look and decide without measuring. I don't think I've seen a measurement all year.
Yeah, and I think in the NFL it's kind of all technology based. They don't even need to measure it anymore in the NFL.
So a fresh set of downs for Collinsville here as they continue to drive. Reynolds rolls out to his right, and he's looking and he throws, and there is nothing there. So he ends up throwing that one out of bounds. And it looks like Zach Priest was the intended target over there on the sideline. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 here for Collinsville. 8:37 left to play here in this opening quarter.
Priest was running up the field and saw Reynolds didn't have anything. He tried to come back. Just make it safe for Reynolds to throw the ball away.
Rome Richardson remains in there at running back. All 3 wide receivers over here on this side. Patterson, Priest, and Rogers Parrott. We'll see if anyone goes into motion here. Nope. And it's going to be a direct snap to Chase Reynolds, and Reynolds will run around that right side, and he'll pick up some positive yardage, and they'll pick up about 5 on the play.
Just take what you can get. You get some running room going to that far side. If the blocks hold enough, another manageable 3rd down.
3rd down and about 4. They're going to say it was a pickup of 6 yards, so Collinsville has to get to the 42-yard line for a 1st down. And we'll see what they have dialed up here on 3rd down for the Kahawks. Rogers, Parrott, and Priest line up as wide receivers on the far side. Loyal Patterson over here with Habermill in the slot once again. And Habermill once again will go into motion. And it's going to be a keeper by Chase Reynolds, and he dodges a couple of would-be tacklers and gets it up close.
Flag comes in.
Yep, I saw that late flag coming in from the far sideline. Looks like right now Reynolds is going to be about a yard short, but we'll see if this stands.
I think that might be in the neighborhood of face mask. Maybe grabbed Reynolds' face mask as he came down.
2 flags were thrown in the exact same spot, so referee already has the call from the guys who threw the flags. Now he'll look up at the press box and give us the call. Personal foul, face mask against Triad. So Collinsville will get the 1st down and 15 extra yards on the play.
I saw that one. They missed a big one in the NFL game last night.
I can't see a lot from up here, to tell you the truth.
What's that mean?
I said I can't see a lot from up here, to tell you the truth.
Oh. Well, he was about to go down, and
everything's far away, as you can tell by the camera view as well. All right, 1st down and 10 for Collinsville from the 29-yard line. Here's a handoff to Rome Richardson. It goes up the middle, and Rome will get about 2, maybe 3 yards on the play before he's brought down. And the Kahawks doing a pretty good job of moving the ball here.
Yeah, they're doing a good job running between the tackles there. Rome can be pretty steady there, get 3-4 yards every time. Good first down play, we'll take it.
Clock continues to run as we approach 7 minutes left to play here in this opening quarter. 7-0 in favor of Triad. After Collinsville fumbled the opening kickoff, Triad needed 4 plays to get it into the end zone as they started first and goal from the Collinsville 9. Here's another push forward by Rome Richardson. He'll get a couple of more yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and about 3 to go.
Just 3 yards, 3 yards. Definitely got to be 4 down territory for the Kahawks. Keep winning this battle on the offensive line. Keep running the ball.
Ground and pound. I think that's the name of the game here tonight for Collinsville. As Priest and Amari Rogers-Parrott line up on the far side. Rome Richardson will come out as a wide receiver, so empty backfield for Chase Reynolds. And there's the snap, and the pass is going to come over this way for Loyal Patterson. He needs to run north, and he does, but he only got about a yard on the play, so that's going to bring up a 4th down and 2 for the Kahawks.
Rome Richardson was the one on the block there, lost his man, and then couldn't get to him because his back was to him, so he'd have a block in the back. And
by
the time he was able to get in the right position, he was already being brought down.
Yeah, Patterson kind of stutter-stepped there for a minute, too.
Yeah, he was hoping for the block, hoping that Rome could recover.
So the Kahawks are going for it down here on 4th and 2 from the Triad 21-yard line. 2 wide receivers far, 1 over here on the near side. Richardson is the lone running back. And the snap and the handoff will go to Richardson, and Richardson barrels forward, and it looks like he has enough for a 1st down, and he will on that 2nd effort for sure.
Might have been very close to have it anyway before that 2nd effort, and then an additional push as the guys got into that big scrum there, and he got another additional yard. 1st down Kahawks on the 4th down play.
All right, Collinsville in the red zone now. Ball on Triad's 18-yard line. Collinsville employs the hurry-up offense here. Rome Richardson stands to the right of Chase Reynolds. 2 wide receivers far, 1 near, and Reynolds is going to keep it himself, and then he's going to toss it. He's got Devin Habermill wide open, gets a nice block, hurdles the guy at the goal line. Touchdown, Collinsville.
All kinds of flags come flying in after the score. Hope it's not for the hurdling.
Shouldn't be.
There also could have been a hold there. I think it was Priest. The 2 flags went flying in.
Well, Priest had a nice block at the goal line to give Habermill some room to run, but
Habermill talking about it. Kahawks maybe a celebration. Hopefully the score will stand.
Let's hope. Referee will let us know here in just a second. I remember last week's game, these guys spent a lot of time talking to each other. Well, Triad's not moving up the field as if it's going to be against Collinsville, so.
I think sometimes you see some crews have them headsets and they're already talking to each other.
Yeah.
And then went in Collinsville's direction.
I don't have any idea what in the world those hand signals just were.
It just seemed like he kind of waved his arms and pointed in the direction of both teams. Yeah. Marking something off for Collinsville, so the score's not going to count.
No, it's not.
I think that it was a hold there.
Oh, he didn't signal for a hold.
Yeah, I don't know why he signaled.
No, he did. He pointed to Collinsville side. He pointed to Triad side, and after that, I just have no idea what those hand signals meant.
I think Collinsville will keep the down. It was 1st and 10 from the 18, and so the ball moves up to the 11. It was 10 yards off from the 1. We'll not worry about the signals. So that it would be 1st and 3 from the 11 if this is what they're going with.
Well, I'm confused. I don't know about anyone else. All right, so what? Now he just pointed at Triad and said holding, but they still moved the ball back. I don't know. At any rate, looks like it's about 1st down and 8 here. Collinsville needs to get inside the 10 for a 1st down. Here's a snap. Handoff goes to Richardson. He'll go up the middle, and he'll have some success. He gets it all the way up to the 10-yard line, so that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 2. Boy, that was a nice play to Habermill, too, man.
Yeah,
That's a
great
shame.
play. It was a touchdown. Hurdled into the end zone. Kahok's hurrying up here.
Yep, another hurry-up play here by Collinsville. They lay down the sticks over there on the far side. And Reynolds is going to go back to pass, and now he's going to be in trouble. Gets around 1, and he's going to head to the sideline, and he will go out of bounds at about the 8-yard line, which is pretty much where they needed to go to pick up the first down. I have no idea why the guys dropped the sticks over there.
I think we're confused on the downs here. Now they're showing third and goal.
I have no idea what's going on.
Coach is animated over there.
Yeah, Coach Rhodes wants to know what's going on, too.
I thought that was 2nd and 2.
Officials timeout. Coach Rhodes wants to know what's going on as well.
Okay, well, on the touchdown play, let's go back here. The touchdown was scored. It was 1st and 10 from the 18. If they took, it looked like they marched it off a personal foul from the
down inside the 5?
From the 1,
okay.
15 yards. So that would have been 1st and 8. Am I wrong?
No.
1st and 8 from the 16. And then we just ran the 2nd down play, and he's down at the 8. So it should be.
Well, that should have gave him the first down, right?
It couldn't have been. If it wasn't 1st and 8 from the 16, it should have been 1st and 10. It couldn't have been 1st and goal from the 16.
No, I wouldn't think so.
I don't think Coach is winning this argument, though, because that means it would have been 1st and goal from the 16.
Yeah.
After the touchdown penalty, the penalty that came around the touchdown.
Well, if you had a penalty on a play, then you replay the down, right? So it would not.
It was either first and 8, or it was 1st and 10, and then you marched it off. So the referee Kieran is confused. There's no way it was 1st and goal from the 16.
I wouldn't think so
It can't
either.
be 3rd and goal from the 8 right now. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Man, I don't.
I'm just trying to play it out in my head.
Yeah.
If this is 3rd and goal, then that means it was 1st and goal from the 16.
Yeah. That's why the guys dropped the sticks.
Now I think they're picking them back up.
I have no idea, man. This is when you wish that the referees had microphones so they could explain to us what's going on and the rest of the crowd.
Well, so if it wasn't, so then he gained the new first down.
Apparently not, because they stretched out the chains. And
Okay,
it looks
okay, now they're going from the 16. So it was 1st and 10 from the 16.
Okay, so now it's 3rd down and 2. So Collinsville needs to get to the 6-yard line, 6.5-yard line for a first down.
That makes sense more than. It had to be one of those 3 things.
Yeah, because the 6-yard line would mean if you're at the 16, you got to get to the 6 for a first down.
Okay, 3rd and 2 Kahawks.
All right, 3rd and 2 Kahawks. Here is Chase Reynolds' run, and he'll have the first down and a touchdown. I don't see any flags on this play.
There we go. Got all that sorted out, and it worked out for the Kahawks.
Oh, man.
4:30 to go, and we get the touchdown.
Oh, boy.
Got it all sorted out, worked out for everybody. And
4.5 minutes to go here.
Will Swip will try this extra point. Our regular kicker is out.
Yeah, Matt Reynolds is out for the game, so
that could be an interesting part of this game. Because it looks like Triad has about 10 kickers.
Yeah, okay. Will Swip. Chase Reynolds remains the holder, and it goes over Chase's head. And this is going to be a lost cause, maybe, and yeah, it is.
Will Swip takes a little shove there. That could have been roughing the passer. Throws an incomplete pass. So we said this could be a part of it, but he didn't even get to kick it. So Will will have to try his first attempt at the extra point later down the road. But the Cats might be chasing points anyway, might not get a chance.
Yeah, you never can tell. All right, commercial break coming up. Triad will get the ball back after we come back from this commercial break on the Kahok Sports Network.
Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks!
We are back here at Triad High School, 7-6 in favor of the Triad Knights, who will receive their first kickoff tonight from Collinsville. Triad won the coin toss and deferred. Collinsville got the opening kickoff but fumbled it. Triad got it and scored. So Triad has the 7-6 lead, and the Knights will get the ball back to begin half number 2. Kickoff goes to the 20-yard line, and here's another. Oh, boy. I thought for a minute there he was going to squeeze up the middle. And I believe that was Braxton Yates who carried that ball and almost turned into a spectacular run. At any rate, Triad starts off with pretty decent field position as they will go 1st and 10 from their own 40.
It looked like he was about to split through and get down the middle and was about to go one-on-one with kicker Will Sib, but Montre Kroom got there just in time.
Yep. All right, so Ackerman and company come back out. Looks like Jack Phelps is going to be the running back here on this particular formation. 2 wide receivers on the left side. 4:24 left to play here in this first quarter. And a man goes into motion but heads over toward the far sideline. Handoff is going to go up the middle, and that is going to be Phelps. And Phelps is going to get about half of what he needed. Got it to the 45-yard line, so that'll bring up a 2nd down and 5 for the Knights.
Initially was going to the right, followed his blocks. Ran out of running room, got clogged, and swung it out to the left and got an additional yard or 2.
Triad doing a little hurry-up offense themselves. Split wide receivers, one on either side of the formation. Split backs as well. And now the wide receiver on the far side comes to the near side. Handoff goes to Phelps once again, and Phelps gets dragged down right before the first down marker. And the Knights are going to be looking at a 3rd down and about 1.
John Thomas just got to him just in time, prevent him from getting the first down. Triad took that around the left side. Found plenty of running room.
So 3rd down and 1 coming up for the Knights. Phelps remains in there at running back. Ackerman will stand in shotgun. 2 wide receivers both over here on this near side. And here's the snap, and the handoff again goes to Phelps. Phelps is going to get denied behind the line of scrimmage by Michael Tonge. And he's going to lose a yard on the play, if not 2.
Great job by Tonge getting in there. He was going to have some assist from Loyal Patterson.
And here comes the punt unit.
There you go. Big stop for the Kahawks there. Big play on 2nd down to just trip the back up before he got the first down. And then Michael Tonge tackle for a loss.
Are they going to punt? Oh, yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, here comes Stauffer.
Yeah, Lance Stauffer will come in and punt. I had Jack Phelps has had 10 punts this year for Triad. Back deep is Loyal Patterson, stands on his own 20-yard line. Here's the snap. And the kick is on the way, end over end, and Patterson's going to let it go. It goes out of bounds. And we'll have to find out. Yeah, we'll have to find out where they mark it out of bounds.
It rolls all the way to the end zone, but did it go out of bounds?
Yeah, it landed out of bounds at the 19.
19, so matter of a yard either way.
Yep. 2:25 left to play here in this opening quarter. 7-6 in favor of Triad. Collinsville will get their next possession, and that last drive was a pretty nice drive for Collinsville.
Yeah, the only negative thing was the penalty.
The penalty, yeah.
Penalty at the 1-yard line. Scored on that play, and then it went for naught, but still ended up punching it in. And most of the plays, I believe, were all positive. And only that one penalty didn't hurt him.
3 wide receivers all stacked up on the right side. Rome Richardson remains the lone running back. Quick throw out to the sideline for Amari Rogers-Parrott, and he gets taken down right by the first down marker, or the line of scrimmage marker, excuse me. So looks like it's going to be no gain on the play and maybe a yard. Yep,
Yeah,
give him a yard, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 9.
It's just that quick out to him, not a lot of running room on the short side. Just knocked out of bounds real quick.
2:20 left to play here in this opening quarter. 7-6 Triad with the 1-point lead. Loyal Patterson comes over here to this side as a wide receiver. In the slot on the far side, Amari Rogers-Parrott. Loyal Patterson on the far sideline. Richardson remains the lone running back. He'll get the handoff, and he'll try the left side, and he's going to run into a couple of teammates, and that allows a little bit of a slow movement there, and Triad catches up with the rest, and that is no gain on the play.
Yeah, it was just so slow developing. No corner to turn. Elks had the blocks, but Triad was still getting them pushed backwards and nowhere to run.
Under 2 minutes to go. Clock continues to run. 3rd down and 9 for the Kahawks. They need to get it up to the 29-yard line for a first down. And they'll bring Rogers-Parrott over here in the slot. Loyal Patterson on the sideline. And Zach Priest on the far side. And now a passing play, and they'll throw it up to Devin Habermill, but he's going to get wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage, and the Kahawks are going to lose a yard on that play.
Yeah, he never went down, but got wrapped up and pushed back, and just a possession that literally goes absolutely nowhere for Collinsville. They're forced to punt it back.
Yes, they are, and they're going to be punting back from the shadows of their own goalpost.
So, unfortunately, we're going to find out who's punting. It looks like it's going to be Odell.
Yep.
So much for the plan of not punting tonight.
Well, you knew that was a wish. 2 Triad Knights back near midfield, standing around their own 45-yard line. And Odell, and another bad snap, but this one didn't go high. It went low. And an end-over-end kick is going to bounce right to midfield and taken there by Triad. They'll bring it up the near sideline, and a tackle inside the 20. So the Triad Knights are going to have excellent starting field position here on a nice run back by Ian Dempsey.
All kinds of running room over there. The Kahawks just didn't cover that side of the field, and Dempsey says, let me go over there, and by the time they get to him, he is around the 30 and gets about another additional 10 yards with some missed tackles.
37 seconds left to play here in this opening quarter. 7-6 in favor of Triad, but Triad will start this possession already in the red zone. Ball at the 19-yard line. Ackerman in shotgun once again. Phelps is his lone running back. 2 wide receivers on either side of the formation. And Ackerman is going to go back to pass. He's flushed out of the pocket, so he's going to keep it. He's going to run with it. And boy, oh boy, at the last second, Devin Habermill stuck his paw out there and tripped up Ackerman. He gained about 2 on the play, but he was on his way to gain more than that.
Adam Frazier initially was the one that got there in the backfield and let Ackerman be just scrambling around. It took him a while to compose himself there and then find that running room to the left side, and Habermill brings him down last second. Trying to get one more last play in here before the end of the quarter.
And it doesn't look like they're going to get this one off. And that'll be the end of quarter number 1, 7-6 in favor of the Triad Knights, and that sends us to a between quarters commercial break as we head to the second quarter here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224.
Back here at Triad High School, Knights have the ball, 2nd down and 8 from the Collinsville 17-yard line. As we welcome you back, Todd Duke is my name, Chris Keller on the other microphone. How are things on the other side of the booth?
Yeah, they're over there. It's fine.
Okay. Had to send Keller over there to let Drew Cordes know where we were so he can come over for the post-game interview. Here is the Ackerman play, and he'll find a receiver, and then they'll do a little dipsy doodle, a little gadget play, pushed out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1 coming up here for Triad. Pass out to a wide receiver, and then the wide receiver pitches it back to Hayden Holthouse, 6 foot, 220-pound senior, and he barrels forward for a couple of extra yards, but it's going to be 3rd down and 1 here for Triad.
Hook and ladder there. I don't think it only got more than another yard or two.
Yeah. We heard Coach Rhodes in the pregame interview say that watching the game film, they do run some gadget plays, so you have to be aware of those as this game goes along.
They even ran a flea flicker in freshman game yesterday. So
Third down and 1. Phelps is the lone running back. Man comes into motion, and we're going to have a flag on the play, and it looks like we might have a false start. 2 men in motion at the same time.
Yeah, them gadget plays looks like something that Triad tries to install even with their younger groups.
Yeah.
And this will move them back.
Why not start them early? So instead of 3rd and 1, it is going to be 3rd down and 6. Illegal procedure is the call. And Triad now looking at 3rd down and 6. Ackerman in there at shotgun. Another man comes into motion on this side of the field, and the handoff is going to be a keeper by Ackerman. He tosses the ball and down on the ground. That's going to be a loss of yards on the play. As Dempsey went down, and in high school football, once you touch the ground, you're done. You don't have to be touched.
Yeah, he's been better off not catching that.
Yeah.
Ends up being a loss on the play here. 4th down, and Triad going to try a field goal?
I don't know, man. Ackerman's still in there.
97 comes out there now. Like I told you, they got a whole bunch of kickers.
Jacob Delaney.
Jacob Delaney will try this.
Well, now they're going to bring Delaney out, and they're going to bring in Lance Stauffer instead. So Stauffer is going to go for a 35-yard field goal.
Never seen a high school team with so many kickers.
Yeah.
Clock getting low here on the play clock when they get off the plenty of time.
Snap, and the kick is on the way, and the kick is good. So a 35-yard field goal will give Triad a 10-6 lead. We will take a commercial break. Collinsville will get the ball back when we return here on the Kahok Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville and Collinsville locations, and now in Marissa, St. Laborie, and New Athens for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs with super low closing costs and low construction loan rates. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121, or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Todd Duke, Chris Kettler back with you from Triad High School. 10:58 left to play here in this second quarter. 10-6 in favor of Triad. Collinsville will get the ball back as the Kahawks will now have the wind at their back. The wind's kind of died out, though, here. We got this big Triad flag right over here to our left, and it was whipping around while we were setting everything up, but it is just kind of laying limp now. Kickoff is going to go deep at the 10-yard line, taken there by Loyal Patterson. Patterson across the 20, runs into his own player at the 25-yard line, and then goes down.
Been waiting for him to bust one all year. He hasn't getting it. Kahawks will have to start this drive from the 25.
That they will. Saw Loyal Patterson return a punt this year for a touchdown. But nothing like that on the kickoff so far this year for Collinsville. Kahawks trail by 4. Put together a good first drive. And then kind of ran out of gas on the second drive. Not ran out of gas, just kind of ran into a much stouter defensive position from Triad.
Yeah, just a 3 and out, nowhere to go. Triad, great defensive stand in that possession.
2 wide receivers far, 1 near. Richardson is the lone running back. Reynolds is going to go back to pass. Throws the ball up to the 30-yard line where he has Loyal Patterson. Patterson will get a first down. He'll get about 12 yards on the play, and that'll move the sticks.
Yeah, Patterson catching one in plenty of space. I'd like to see him maybe kick that to the outside there and try to get down the sideline there. but there was lots of running room in the middle of the field, but it closed up quickly.
Kahok now have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 37. 2 wide receivers over here on the near side. Zach Priest and Amari Rogers-Parrott. Patterson on the far side. Handoff is going to go to Rome Richardson. He goes up the middle with it, carries a bunch of people with him, and he's still on his feet, and he may have enough for a first down depending on the spot. And, yeah, it looks like he will.
He busted through the line of everybody and ended up being out in front of everybody. If they wouldn't have tripped him up, if he could have kept his feet, might have been off to the races all on his own. It gets the first down.
Yeah. Collinsville employing that quick offense here. They go right back to work. Here's the snap, and it's going to be a keeper by Chase Reynolds. Reynolds uses a block by Rome Richardson and gets right up to the 50-yard line, so that's going to be a gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 6. Actually, they're going to call it 3.
Gets the ball right up to midfield.
9:40 left to go here in this first quarter. 10-6 in favor of Triad. Loyal Patterson flies out all the way over to the far sideline. Zach Priest over here on this sideline, and there goes Rogers-Parrott in motion. Here's the snap. Reynolds back to pass. Now he's going to tuck it and run, but he runs right into the back of one of his own guys, bounces off of him, comes out, and he's past the 40, and now we have flags on the play. And Reynolds is going to go all the way down to about the 28-yard line, but I kind of got the feeling this one may be coming back. Maybe.
His first thought to run was clogged up by Ellis Kircher. Nowhere to run. Kahok's going to head back.
Yep, going to be a holding call against Collinsville.
Holding call and all that.
They will spot the ball from where the foul took place, so looks like they're pretty much just going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll bring up
the original line of scrimmage. They're going to lose 3 on it because they're at midfield.
Yep, so it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Wow, a couple of nice plays by Collinsville, brought back by penalties. 2 wide receivers on the far side, one over here on the near side. I believe that's Kane Wyan over here on the near side. Reynolds is going to roll out to his left. He looks, he throws, he's got a man wide open, and a first down, and a little bit more by Amari Rogers-Parrott. So he'll get up pretty much where Chase Reynolds got to before the flag came flying in. So Collinsville, a nice play there. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Kahawks on the Triad 30.
Triad didn't have him. That was one of the better passes downfield Chase has had all year, and a few yards after the catch by Amari.
8:50 left to play here in this second quarter.
Wyan stays in there and goes to the other
sure
side.
Does.
3 guys on that far side.
Stacked up, trips left. Here's the snap, and Reynolds is going to follow Rome Richardson as the blocker, and he's going to sneak right past Rome across the 20, gets around another player across the 10. He's in for a touchdown. No flags.
Kahawks overloaded that near side, far side, the short side, and then came back over here to the near side, and Chase Reynolds just got busted through a bunch of guys, broke some tackles after that, and got to the end zone, stayed on his feet. That was a great job. Kahawks go up.
Yeah, you're not kidding. That was an awesome job, and he avoided a bunch of tackles. Reynolds did in order to get down there. And now Will Swip, we'll see if he's going to actually get his first opportunity to kick an extra point here.
Chase Wilkinson will be the holder.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that Chase Reynolds is probably gassed right about now. He needs to catch his breath. Here's the snap. Good snap this time. And Will Swip's kick is up, and it is good.
There you go, Will.
Nicely done there, Kahawks. 13-10. Collinsville with the lead. Triad will get the ball back when we come back from a commercial break here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville.
Jayhawks take their first lead in this game on a 32-yard run by Chase Reynolds. Will Swip puts up the extra point. Collinsville up by a field goal. And we have 8.5 minutes left to play here in this second quarter.
Let's minimize the return here. Let's try to stop them and not give Triad a short field to start their possession. They've had 2 short fields and have all 10 points off of that.
Will Swip will kick this ball off. And he punches it a little shallow. It's going to be taken at the 35-yard line, and Triad gets through the first wave of tacklers, but then finally the runner is brought down. And I believe that would be Brandon Riney, or Riney, R-I-N-E-Y.
Yeah, well, Triad will start at midfield.
Yep.
Their middle possession of the game started at the 40, no, they started farther back than that, but they got to the 40, and then Kahok's got them to punt.
So Ackerman back in there at quarterback, has 3 wide receivers on the left side, 1 on the right side, 1 lone running back, and Ackerman's going to go back to pass, throws the ball down the middle, and he throws it over everyone's head. Closest one there was actually Collinsville's Romel Ballinger. And if that ball would have got hung up just a little bit longer, Ballinger would have had an easy interception.
He was doing a good job of jamming up the Triad receivers, going up the field, and not holding them. Ackerman has nobody to pass the ball to.
Clock stops after the incomplete pass with 8:19 left to play here in this second quarter. 1 wide receiver on either side of this formation with a tight end back there as well. And I believe that is Phelps back there as the lone running back. Ackerman in shotgun, has a man come into motion. Here's the snap, and Ackerman is going to roll out to his right, then his left, and he's going to throw the ball away.
That's Kahok's barreling down on him there. Nowhere to go.
Nice job by the Kahok defense.
Jaden Hare in there on that defensive line. He was getting through, chasing down Ackerman. All he could do was throw it away.
You know, these guys back behind the bench watching the TV and watching replays of what just happened there. And
modern technology.
Modern technology, yeah. In-game adjustments coming up. 2 wide receivers on either side of this formation. Phelps remains the lone running back. Ackerman in shotgun, stands on his own 45-yard line. 3rd down and 10 for Triad as Ackerman looks over to the coaching staff, gets a new set of signals. He's ready to go. And he's back to pass once again. Ackerman's going to step up and run this time, and he's going to have a first down and a little bit more as he comes up the near sideline, finally taken out there by Ballinger before he could get any farther, and that's a big pickup there for Triad on a 3rd down play.
Uses some speed there. It was one-on-one with a few. Kahoks made them miss, and then busted at the outside and gets inside the 15.
Hurry up offense. They hand the ball off to Phelps. He barrels through the line of scrimmage, almost got taken down from behind by Adam Frazier, but Frazier's hand slipped off, and now we're going to have a flag thrown, and this one might be a sideline call.
Yeah, that's what you think.
I think the head coach said something to the referee, and he got a flag, and now the head coach is walking back here. He's not very happy.
Probably just be a warning to start.
Well, depends on what's said.
Yeah, you could always skip the warning if it's something. Still talking about it.
Yeah, they are. This refereeing crew likes to talk. 7:46 left to play here in this second quarter. They are going to mark it off. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Sportsmanlike conduct, we leave on the Triad bench.
Yeah, I think so. So that's going to cost them 15 yards. And if that was a coach on the sideline that did that, yeah.
This is pushing back to the 30, so it'll be.
Got to get down to the 5-yard line for a first down, so it's going to be
2nd and 25.
2nd and 25. Louis Johannes lines up as a wide receiver on the far side. Mac Musgrave over on this side. Split running back stand right behind and on either side of Ackerman here. So one of them goes into motion. That's Dempsey. And here's the snap. And a little floater that goes up into the air, caught by Phelps, runs into his own guy, still has room and gets taken out of bounds at the 15-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10 coming up here for Triad as they pick up 15 yards on that play.
Trying for a screen pass, but
yeah, that was
the guys didn't get up the field quick enough, and the ball just kind of floated up, and
that was the highest pass I think I've ever seen.
It's not basketball.
No. 3rd down and 10 coming up here for Triad. Collinsville trying to hold him to another field goal try. Phelps remains the lone running back, and he will not get the handoff, and a throw over to the corner of the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown. I don't know, man, because I tell you what, Zach Priest was all over him.
And he caught it in the very corner there.
Yep.
Didn't have any more space to come up with there. Great coverage by Priest. But a great throw by Ackerman to find his guy.
15-yard touchdown pass. Will give Triad back the lead.
Triad, after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, gets the 30 yards in 2 plays to score.
As we await the extra point try here.
Hey, Mike. No, there's a kicker. Okay. Kicker, no holder out there.
Yeah, you got to have one of those, don't you?
Guess they're going to do a drop kick, which is something from the 100 years ago.
1920s?
Yeah.
Well, that touchdown pass was to Louis Johannes, and it took him a while to get up off the ground. That's what we were waiting on because Ackerman is also the holder.
Yeah, he was checking in on his guy.
Yep.
And wanted to congratulate him on the score.
I can't believe he caught that ball. Zach Priest was standing right there. I thought for sure he'd go up there and knock it down. Here's the extra point try, and that one is on the way. And it is good. And that'll make it 17-13 in favor of Triad. 7:29 left to go here in this first half, and Collinsville will get the ball back when we return from a commercial break here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience. Choose Lakeside.
Todd Duke, Chris Keller back with you. We have a little bit of a back-and-forth game going on here. That was what we had last year too, right?
Pretty much, and we've got a shootout going on here. Is this going to be a wild back-and-forth game? Goes down to who has the last possession, just like last year.
Short kick. Zach Priest takes it at the 20-yard line, and he'll get it up across the 25. He'll be brought down, across the 30-yard line. He'll be brought down to the 32-yard line. Collinsville will start 1st and 10 from there. 7:24 left to play here in this second quarter.
Yeah, like what we've seen so far from both teams. Players making plays. Both teams doing some stuff well. And penalties that both teams have overcame. It's been a fun game so far if you like football.
Yeah, I like football. You like football?
Yes, most definitely.
Most definitely. Got a couple of big college games coming up this week for both the schools on either side of the river, Mizzou and the Illini. Here is Reynolds back to pass. He'll throw one, and that one, I believe, is caught at the 35-yard line.
Yeah,
and
Loyal caught it.
Who did?
Loyal Patterson caught it.
Couldn't tell. That happened real quick.
Yeah, he was laid out right away.
So a gain of 3 on the play will bring up a 2nd down and 7. Illini playing the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks, while the Missouri Tigers will head down south and take on Alabama.
Whoa, Alabama.
Both of them at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. Here's a snap and a fake handoff, and that one's going to be an incomplete pass that hits the ground never did quite make it to Amari Rogers' parrot over there. Bounced right in front of his tennis shoes or his cleats, whatever they have on.
Bounced right in front of him. He picked it up and tried to run, but
Yeah.
that don't work that way.
Nope. So 3rd down and 7 now. Collinsville needs a first down. Here is a handoff to Rome Richardson. Richardson's going to get it across the line of scrimmage and pick up maybe about a yard, so it's going to be 4th down, and I would imagine Collinsville's going to have to punt. A little too deep to be taking it down 4th down here, but we'll find out.
A lot of yards needed. Last time they punted, Triad had a good return.
Well,
so it makes you wonder.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
Odell still on the sideline there.
Unless the goal is to draw him offside, which wouldn't give you a first down and bring you up a 4th and 1 situation. 2 wide receivers on this side, 1 on the far side. Reynolds in shotgun and a little bit of movement up front, and
Coach calls timeout.
Coach calls a timeout. He wants to talk about this one. I think they were trying to go for a little bit of a play where Collinsville draws them off sides, and when that didn't work, Coach is like, well, let's call a timeout and talk about this one a little bit more. Not really sure if they're still going to change their mind yet or not, though. The offense is staying out there.
Well, Odell is still standing on the sideline. Well, now here he comes, so now it looks like he's going to punt.
All right.
Havermill, long snapper. Comes up on the ball. Odell's in there, and the Cats are going to punt.
Looks that way.
Get another defensive stop here.
Braxton Yates and Ian Dempsey will go back deep. You don't see a 2-man return team on punts a lot. Matter of fact, this is the first time I've seen it this year. As both of those return men will stand back near their own 30-yard line. Odell standing at his own 20. Here's the snap. Odell will kick that one, and that one kind of goes back to the 30. So a nice punt. Now you just got to get the coverage involved here, and Collinsville hasn't been able to do that yet tonight. Oh, there's Patton with a big hit. Never did bring him down, though. And they'll knock him out of bounds at the 40, so Triad once again starting a possession in Collinsville territory.
Yeah, Cats only net a couple yards. You might have almost went for it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Triad gets another big return on a punt. Cats only net about
10 yards?
Not even that, maybe 5 at most, but they're pointing in Triad's direction, maybe for a penalty, so we might have lucked out a little bit here.
Yeah, that is going to be a penalty. I can't see a flag down there anywhere.
No, it's in front of all them guys.
Okay. So that'll take Triad back to their side of the 50-yard line.
That helps the Kahok some. Legal block.
I didn't even see the flag fly.
Yeah, I think it was all right in front of the Triad players there. That's near side official. Probably just dropped the flag. It's not really going to go flying.
The guy with the ball doesn't know where to set it right now. Or is he waiting for a...
Do we have to still get Triad's ball out there? Have we switched the balls
We
yet?
have a new ball after the kickoff.
Well, you play with your own ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it's Collins' ball is still out there.
Okay. I'm guessing they have markings on it to find out whose is who, but Triad still hasn't brought out their own football. Most important part of football, you can't play without it, and that would be the actual football.
I guess the balls got mixed up.
They probably did. Yeah, that's exactly what happened, I believe.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, you play with your own ball. It's unlike basketball where there's just one game ball. And
do they do that in the NFL?
Oh yeah, teams provide
really
probably several different game balls.
I know they have different balls for kicking.
Different balls for kicking, different balls they want maybe for different situations.
All right, Triad on their own 49-yard line, and there is Ackerman rolling out. He's going to throw while he's on the run, and almost taken out of the receiver's hands. Man, I tell you what, that was close.
Yeah, I thought Thomas was going to rip that away.
Me
and
too.
Come up with it, but then after that, worried about him getting extra yardage downfield.
Yeah, pass was completed to Gavin Dobbs, and Collinsville and Thomas almost ripped that ball out of his hands. 2nd down and 3 after a pickup of 7. Into Kahawk's territory are the Knights. Collinsville needs a big defensive stop here. Here goes Ackerman. He gets run down from behind. Quarterback sack and probably a horse collar.
Maybe a hold on Triad. Maybe they got a guy as they was trying to protect Ackerman.
Well, he caught Ackerman from behind, so it all depends on where he grabbed.
I think they're.
They pointed to Triad, didn't
I
they?
think this is a hold on Triad. So now, do you want to take the play or do you want to push him back?
Oh, I'd push him back.
Yeah, I think that's what Coach went with.
Yep. Boo, the fans say. Holding call against Triad, so that's going to bring up a 2nd down and about 13 to go for a 1st down. So that'll help, but man, oh man, you got to have a stop here. We've got to have a stop. What I'd really like is a turnover. 4:57 left to play here in this 2nd quarter. Time has kind of stood still here in the 2nd.
I'd like to get that turnover, cancel out the one from earlier, right?
Yeah.
The Kahawks to start the game. Triad will get the ball to start the 2nd half, 3rd quarter. So you really want to get a stop here and maybe get a score on the board before the end of the half.
3rd down and 13, split backs. Man goes into motion from near side to far side. And Ackerman back to pass once again. He scrambles. He's going to be taken down at the 40-yard line. Oh, what a big play there by Collinsville's Montre Kroom.
Montre Kroom came to play tonight. He's been involved in some big hits tonight, pushing Triad even farther back.
All the way back to the 40. They got to get to the other 40 for a 1st down, so that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 20 for the Triad Knights.
They faced 2nd and 25 earlier and were able to get out of it and get a score that led to the last touchdown. The Hawks need to get this stop.
That they do. So if they can stop them here at the 40-yard line, then they will probably punt. Ackerman in shotgun, takes the snap. He is going to go back to throw, and it's almost picked off. He overthrows his receiver and almost right into the hands of Romel Ballinger, but Collinsville does their job, and they stop Triad on 3rd and long, so that's going to bring up 4th down. And in comes the punting unit. Once again, Lance Stauffer will come out to kick this one away as Loyal Patterson will go deep.
Kahawks did their job there. Defense. Kroom with the big sack earlier. Triad didn't help themselves with the penalty. And the incomplete pass.
They have a guy coming on late. Play clock's down to 10.
Terry Carway gets in late.
Stauffer stands at his own 25-yard line. Loyal Patterson at his own 30. And this one is going to send Patterson back to his 25-yard line. He'll make the catch, and he'll make a fair catch. And Collinsville will have it 1st and 10 from their own 23.
Took him a minute to blow that one dead. I personally didn't see the fair catch signal.
I didn't either. Unless he yelled it. But normally, aren't you supposed to wave your hand up?
Yeah, you got to have a signal.
Yeah.
So, but they called it dead. Maybe he's trying to trick him. I thought maybe he started running again. It only took 3 seconds.
4:04. That's what the clock says.
I don't know about that clock work. It was 4:07 before, but we'll continue on anyway. We'll take the extra time, I guess.
1st and 10 for Collinsville from their own 23-yard line. Chase Reynolds is in shotgun. All 3 wide receivers over here on the right side. Reynolds is going to run the left side. He's got Rome Richardson as his blocker, but I think that he went to the far side of Richardson, but still manages to turn it into some positive yardage up to the 30-yard line. So that'll be a pickup of 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 3.
Such a slow developing play. Very positive play. Took a while to get going.
He didn't go out of bounds, did he?
Clock is stopped. He must have went out of bounds.
I don't think he went out of bounds.
These aren't whining and saying, hey, you didn't go out of bounds, so we'll continue on.
All right. 2nd down and 4. They're going to call it a gain of 6. 3 wide receivers this time on the left side of the formation. Richardson remains the lone running back, and it is Chase Reynolds who's going to throw, and he's got Devin Habermill open across the 40-yard line, and the big man will push himself up toward midfield and then takes a hit right in the helmet. I don't think they saw that, but that was a helmet-to-helmet hit. But at any rate, Collinsville picks up a 1st down as they get up to their own 48-yard line.
Took a while for Habermill to get open, and Chase really had to stay alive to get that pass off. And then
you had Richardson back there doing some blocking for him.
Habermill stayed tough with 4 guys on him, didn't give up.
Now Richardson will get the handoff a little bit off tackle to the left, and he'll get into Triad territory to the Knights' 49-yard line.
Mixing it up a little bit, a little less straight up the gut, a little off the left. That time gets across midfield.
3:13 and counting here in this second quarter. Don't forget we have the Woods Basement Systems halftime show coming up for you.
Yep, lots of scores we'll be looking at there. That's could be of importance.
Wyan as the wide receiver over here on this near side. 2 more on the far side. Amari Rogers-Parrott and Loyal Patterson. They're going to throw it to Parrott. Parrott in the flat. Gets past one. Had a nice block there from Loyal Patterson and gets across the 40-yard line, and that's another Kahok first down.
Worry about that block there, making sure you're blocking the guy on the right side there.
Exactly.
At least just not in the back. Kahawks continue to move.
Kahawks hurry up offense. 2 wide receivers over here on this side. 1 on the far side. Richardson remains the lone running back. Reynolds is back to pass. Throws a deep ball down the middle. He's got Amari Rogers-Parrott, but he can't. He did get it.
He caught it.
He caught it all the way down at the 2-yard line. That was a nice catch. I saw him dive for it, but I wasn't sure that he actually caught it because he had his back to me and I could never see the actual reception.
Back judge is right there. I guess he saw it.
So Collinsville has the ball 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Kahawks trying to retake this lead. 2:15 to go here in this second quarter. Clock continued to run. They didn't need to move the sticks. Patterson lines up as a wide receiver on the far side. Wyan and Rogers-Parrott over here on the near side, but I would imagine you're going to see a handoff straight to Rome Richardson. Here's the snap. Richardson gets the handoff. He's in for the touchdown.
Some great blocks there. That was Kircher. Even Habermill was in there blocking. Jack Shepard. Kahawks take the lead.
Rome Richardson takes care of that. 1:57 left to play here in this second quarter. Will Swip on to try his second extra point of the night.
Jace holding again.
Maybe that's the design tonight. Here's the snap. Ball down. Kick is on the way, and the kick is good. So Will Swip is 2 for 2. You won't count the snap that went over everyone's head against him for that one, will you?
No, that's not a miss.
No, it's not.
That's on snapper, unfortunately, but
20-17 in favor of Collinsville. A quick commercial break coming your way. We're back in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And, just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium-sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
– Welcome back to Triad. Collins is leading 20-17. Will Swip about to kick off. Todd's getting some stuff together. We'll be back. He'll be back with us here in a second. About to kick off here is Swip.
And another little short kick that's going to hit the ground this time, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Went out of bounds.
That's unfortunate.
I want to bring him up to the 35.
Well, I guess that's one way to keep Triad from running the ball back on kickoffs.
Kickoffs and punts. Triad will just get the offense ready, and they're fine with no time going off.
1:57 left to play here in this first half. Collinsville retakes the lead, 20-17. Second time tonight that Collinsville has led 13-10. Triad came back, made it 17-13. Now 20-17 in favor of Collinsville. See if that defense can make another stop. Triad will get the ball back to begin the second half, so you'd like to stop them here. before that happens. 2 wide receivers far, 1 near, split backs. One of them goes into motion. That's Phelps. Here's the snap. Ackerman back to pass. Steps up and pitches it just as he was being tackled by Habermill. And then from behind, Kroom causes the fumble. Collinsville says they have it.
Montre Kroom knocked the ball out.
Sure did, and the Kahawks did recover it. There's the turnover I was talking about.
We got our turnover back, and just at the right time, just like Triad. Kahawks turned the ball over, and Triad got the ball to start the game. Kahawks get it back here to the end of the half. It cancels out. Ackerman stayed alive there, got out, pitched the ball off just as Habermill was going to tackle him, and then stayed alive, but detrimental to the Knights as they turned the ball over.
Yeah, I believe that was Braxton Yates maybe who caught that pass and then got hit from behind by Montre Kroom. That ball came out. Collinsville jumped on it. Kahawks have it 1st and 10 from the Triad 42-yard line. Boy, it sure would be nice to score before halftime here.
Kroom having a great game.
Sure
tonight.
is. 2 wide receivers near, 1 on the far side. Rome Richardson, the lone running back, but Chase Reynolds is going to tuck it and run. He's got a little bit of room. He's across the 30, down to the 20. He cuts it back up. Touchdown, Collinsville.
Great job at the end of the play there to recognize that Chase was going to get up there. There was 1 block left, and Loyal Patterson let that block go, and turnover, and then another touchdown for the Kahawks.
All set up by a fumble caused by Montre Kroom. And all that took about 20 seconds. From the time Collinsville scored, they got the ball back and scored again. All of it took 20 seconds.
They scored at 157. This is 137.
Yep. Will Swip on for the extra point try. This one is on the way, and it is good. How about that? Not only did Collinsville get the fumble back they lost at the beginning of the game, but they also got the 7 points back that they lost at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, you wanted that turnover, and it is canceled out. Kahawks is now with a 10-point lead, and now we still want to get this last defensive stop before halftime. You know, Triad's going to do everything it can to get the ball down the field here and get a score. Find ourselves down 10.
All set up by a Montre Kroom forced fumble. And Collinsville needs 1 play to turn that into 7 points. So we're going to go ahead and keep it right here for this one as Collinsville will kick off again. And that was after Will Swip kicked the ball out of bounds, and Triad got the ball on the 30-yard line. And first play, fumble. Collinsville recovers. 1 more play. Collinsville scores. How about that?
How about that?
1:37 left to play here in this second quarter.
Don't want to get this defensive stop here and go in with the lead.
Collinsville up by 10 right now.
Fighting for a playoff spot.
Oh, yeah, you heard Coach in the pregame interview said this is a playoff game for us.
Essentially is. Don't really want to take this to
have to rely on a myriad of other things to happen.
a myriad of other things with only 4 wins.
That one's going to be caught at about the 22-yard line. And the ball carrier comes over this way. And a little bit more room once again. Collinsville having a bit of a hard time on the kickoff returns. And all of a sudden, Triad's in business. They're going to have the ball once again in Collinsville territory to start a drive.
I was hoping Swip didn't get a face mask there.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
Seems to be some talk going on here.
Well, I don't see a flag, but that doesn't mean there's not one.
We're just making sure to see what they all saw. And we know Triad is kickers galore, and a field goal is also a possibility.
I'm guessing there's a flag somewhere, but I don't see it. Yep, there it is. He just threw it back to the guy. Yep, face mask. 5-yard face mask
5
penalty,
yards.
so incidental face mask.
Yeah, Swip got him.
Yeah, I saw it too. So Triad will get the ball 1st and 10 from Collinsville's 40 or 39-yard line. So that is a short a bit of distance there for Triad with 1:26 left to play. And I believe Triad has all 3 of their timeouts left. Ackerman stands in the backfield by himself, no running back. Takes the snap, and he sets up the throw, and that one's incomplete. Looked like it might have been tipped there by Chase Reynolds before it had a chance to make it to its intended target, which I believe was Nick Ogden at 24. No, that's Phelps, 25.
25.
1:22 left to play. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10 for Triad. Now Phelps will go in there as running back. One wide receiver on either side of the formation. Far side comes to the near side in motion. Handoff goes to Phelps. He goes up the middle, and he's wrapped up after he picks up a couple of yards.
Kroom getting in there and wrapping him up. Triad just lets the clock keep going here. They're not going to use any timeouts. Facing 3rd down here.
3rd down and about 7 to go for a 1st down. Got to get it down to the Kahawks' 29-yard line. We have 1 minute left to play here in this 2nd quarter. Split running backs on either side of Ackerman. 2 wide receivers on the far side. Here's the snap. And Ackerman's going to go to the far side. He is going to find himself a receiver, but he's going to be brought down short of the 1st down on a nice open field tackle there by, is that Jaden McKay, number 5?
Yeah,
sure is.
Jaden McCoy.
McCoy, excuse me.
Number 5, sophomore, came up earlier this year. He's going to be one of our big athletes here as he comes along in junior and senior year.
Triad calls a timeout, stops the clock with 42.3 seconds left. Triad's looking at a 4th down and 3 on their next snap.
Well, get this stop here, and then we'll see how the Chaos Cake. You got to get this stop here. They failed to get some big stops like this here to get off the field from time to time in some of these games this year.
Coach Rhodes over there talking to the head referee, trying to explain something to him.
Yep, this could be any number of things.
Hey, I want you to watch for this.
Yeah.
Because this is what's happening, and you're not seeing it.
Yep.
All right, big play here. 4th down and 3 for Triad from the Collinsville 31-yard line. Looks like more like a 4th down and 2 because they need to get to the 29-yard line for a 1st down. Ackerman stands in by himself. No running backs in this play. All the wide receivers are stacked close. Here comes a man in motion, and he'll circle around. Ackerman is back to pass, and he's going to launch a throw, and he's going to have a receiver open. And that receiver, wow, he stayed in bounds or went out of bounds. I thought he was out of bounds or in bounds there.
I think they're calling him inbounds, but they're stopping the clock for the.
Well, Mac Musgrave caught that ball. They are. And now the clock continues to roll. 30 seconds left. One lone running back. Ackerman's back to pass again. Gets flushed out of the pocket. That should be a holding call. It's one of the Collinsville linemen got tackled on that play. And out of bounds at the 16, so a modest gain of 1 yard. That'll stop the clock with 23.2 seconds to play here in this 2nd quarter.
Elks weren't able to get that 4th down stop. Big play for Triad up the field.
Triad looks to the sideline, has the play, and they break the huddle. Phelps is going to stay in there, but he's going to line up as a wide receiver, slotted in near the tight end position. 2 more wide receivers to his right, one over here on the near side. Empty backfield once again. Ackerman back to pass, launches one into the front corner of the end zone, and no, incomplete pass. He was out of bounds because, if he wasn't out of bounds, that could have been a pass interference penalty.
Yeah, but in nothing else in high school, it's better to just interfere with them and only let them get half the distance as it would be from here as opposed to on the 1. So it's not bad to sell out there, but McCoy on the coverage.
Yeah, he was all over him, that's for sure, but he never did really turn around to look for the ball, and I think by that time the intended wide receiver was already out of bounds by the time the ball was in midair. So 3rd down and long here for Triad. 15.9 seconds to go. They will hand the ball off on a reverse, and that doesn't go anywhere. And a big open field tackle by Loyal Patterson back to the 20-yard line, and time is going to run out.
Well, they have a timeout. I think they're going to call timeout and then kick the field goal.
Okay, they are. 2.4 seconds left. They were letting that clock run there for a minute.
They didn't. It's 4th down. They wanted to make sure that the field goal could be the final play.
They already have a 35-yard field goal here tonight, and this one's going to be close to that as well.
This should be about 37-38.
Yep.
It will be from the right side, so not the easiest of angles, but said it 5 times already. They got a lot of kickers, and find one that can kick it through.
Lance Stauffer, I believe, will come out and try this one. He did the last one.
Delaney also did an extra point or something earlier.
Well, we'll find out who they bring out. Like you said, they've got a wide choice of kickers to choose from.
Like I said last night, they had a freshman hit a 30-yarder. Looks like 95 Stauffer.
Looks like Stauffer's going to be the one. Ackerman's going to be the holder. Excuse me. Let's see where they want to set this up. Looks like, it's going to be about a 37-yarder. Hit a 35-yarder earlier. That probably would have been good. And the kick is going to be low, and it is going to be no good. Time runs out. Triad misses a field goal to try to get a little closer to Collinsville, and that's going to do it for the first half, 27-17 in favor of Collinsville. And Chris Keller, that was a very entertaining first half.
Yeah, very entertaining, back and forth for a while, and the Cats get a touchdown and a turnover, and this late stop, and now 10-point lead is the biggest lead of the game here. We'll have to continue on and get another good second half going and fight for our lives here for the playoffs. Second half hasn't been the Kahok's friends from time to time this year, so we'll see what they draw up here in the second half after this halftime.
And they got all their 6 points last week against Kahok. Okay, time for the halftime show, brought to you by my friends at Woods Basement Systems. All things basementy. Woods Basement Systems, working to keep homes dry since 1986. You can give the folks at Woods Basement Systems a call at their Collinsville headquarters, 618-708-4055. We'll scrounge up some scores for you. We'll let you watch the Triad Knights High School Marching Band as well, and we'll do all that here as the Woods Basement System halftime show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting collinsvillefoundation.com.
Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahok sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs, you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948. And we welcome you back here to the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. Triad Marching Knights on the field. And we'll let you enjoy them while we look up some halftime scores for you, so enjoy the show.
shows only virtue. Put on your armor and rise. You are now a knight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Triad Marching Knights High School Band. I know that was a little spotty there as the Wi-Fi signal is taking a big hit as everybody pulls out their phones to start recording the halftime show. So once all the phones come out of everybody's pockets and gets turned on, it kind of drains all the cell service from around the area. So we hope that'll rectify itself as we get going here as we approach the third quarter. We'll take a break and come back and give you some halftime scores. We'll do that here in just a moment as the Woods Basement System halftime show rolls on here at Triad High School.
VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is one of the area's longest-running VFW posts. VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is your place to meet and join other area veterans. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville offers all kinds of activities to help our veterans, as well as engaging the public with fun, food, fellowship, and a great time for great causes. Blood drives, fundraisers, raffles, and a Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday night. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville has event space for your parties, celebrations, and other get-togethers. For more information, check out the VFW Post 1117's Facebook page or call the Caseyville VFW at 618-344-9878. Looking for a new place to catch the game with cold drinks and great food? Look no further than 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville. 1101 Bar and Grill features pizza, burgers, wraps, and salads, plus 7 large-screen TVs to catch the latest Kahok games and all the pro sports across the spectrum, plus all the college football and basketball you can handle. 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Call 1101 Bar and Grill for carryout orders at 618-223-1332. Got questions about Medicare? If you're approaching the age of 65, the answer to that question is a resounding yes. Bill Holton is a former Collinsville Raider and Kahok football player and is now an independent broker with Senior Health Plans, and he can answer all of those tough questions when it comes to Medicare. Which plan, which part, what's covered, and what's not. If you're approaching the age of Medicare and need those questions answered, let Bill Holton get you those answers. Bill Holton with Senior Health Plans. Call him today at 618-978-2306 or email Bill Holton at william.holton@yahoo.com. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pit master. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855.
Back into the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. I think we welcome you back into the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. Looked like we got knocked off the air there for a minute. All right, halftime scores that we have for you. We will start with Major League Baseball's World Series got underway here tonight in Los Angeles, and the Dodgers have a 1-0 lead in the top of the 6th over the Yankees. Halftime football scores from around the area as far as high schools go. Mount Vernon over Alton right now, 25-13. Marion taking care of Mattoon, 22-14. Roxana over Marquette, 35-0. Centralia taking care of Effingham, 28-7. DeSmet is handling Edwardsville, 28-7. East St. Louis and IMG Academy are caught in a good one there, 7-0 right now in favor of East St. Louis. Belleville East has a 48-0 lead over Granite City. Mount Zion over Mater Dei right now, 27-14. Muscuda beating Carbondale 21-16. Central over Heron 44-6. Redbud over East Alton Wood River 34-14. Vianney taking care of Belleville West right now 28-14. Westglen over Madison 28-12, and Sycamore over Cahokia by a score of 25-0, as Cahokia had to go all the way up to Chicago to play their final game of the 2024 season. And of course, we told you earlier that the Collinsville Kahok boys soccer team lost in the regional championship game at Granite City to Belleville West by a score of 3-0, thus ending the Collinsville Kahawks boys soccer season. We have one more break coming your way. That's going to do it for the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. Second half action will be coming your way right after we thank Woods Basement Systems again. Give them a call if you have some water damage going on in your house that you need to get fixed. They've been doing that since 1986. They're pretty good at it. Woods Basement System, 618-708-4055. Second half action comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Celebrate the life of your loved one should be as special as the person they represent. That's why you will always find the staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville ready to go the extra mile to meet the needs of you and your family during those times. For over 100 years, Her Funeral Home has been there for Collinsville and the surrounding communities. Of the many arrangements made after losing a loved one, the first is the selection of a funeral home. The staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville can help with that planning. Call Her Funeral Home in Collinsville at 618-344-0187. Her Funeral Home, serving Collinsville families for over 100 years. 618-344-0187. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahok Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200.
Once again, we welcome you back to Triad High School. Todd Duke and Chris Kettler along with you, just about ready for second half action here. Triad will get the ball to open up things in this second half. Collinsville leads 27-17, and did we mention how entertaining the first half was? That was fun.
Yeah, lots of fun, especially the way it ended. Kahawks building the lead here. I'd like to try to get out here and get this stop to start the second half and build on this lead and see where it takes us. It's nice to have a lead here at halftime. The second half hasn't been the Kahawk friends from time to time, but we'll see what happens tonight.
Yep, and a win means Collinsville is playoff eligible, and they won't have to rely on a myriad of things to happen across the state of Illinois with other teams deciding your fate. You can decide your own fate if you can pull out a victory here. And right now, Chris, it's got to start with good coverage on a kickoff.
Right, exactly. Right away, because we're kicking it off here. Kickoffs and punts. Not been the Kahawks' friend. Triad's had some good field position. Initial turnover and another turnover kick return that led to the field goal.
Yep, and there's been a number of times that Triad has started in Collinsville territory after a kickoff, so let's hope we can shore that up a little bit here as we are ready to start the second half. Will Swip is ready to kick it off, and he will pooch it up front, and it falls on the ground.
That's the tee. I'm looking in the wrong spot.
Yeah, over there at the 45-yard line, about the 44-yard line is where they'll start. So they're not starting in Collinsville territory. It was a nice try as that was almost muffed by the guys up front as Collinsville tried to get in there, and it wasn't really an onside kick per se, but it almost acted like that.
Yeah, if Triad makes a mistake and you get on the ball and recover, you definitely take that, but if not, it'll minimize the return to nothing, which happened there, and Triad will start from 44.
Isaac Ackerman back there at quarterback. He has split backs on either side. Jack Phelps is one, and Gavin Dobbs is the other one. Man comes into motion. Now you got a couple of guys in motion. A couple of guys are moving anyway. And here's the snap, and it's going to be a handoff to Phelps. Phelps tries the left side. Montre Kroom is having a game of his life. A 2-yard gain, but boy, oh boy, Montre Kroom seems to be everywhere tonight.
Yeah, he definitely is. He's having a heck of a game. Like to see him keep it up here in this second half. Trying to turn the corner there, but Kroom seals it off.
Second down and 8 after a gain of 2 on first down. 3 wide receivers will head to the left side. Empty over here on the near side field. Phelps remains the lone running back as Ackerman's in shotgun once again. We're just underway here in quarter number 3. Here's the snap and a fake handoff. They'll throw a sideline pass and a nice block will spring the receiver over there on that far side, and he'll pick up about 6 yards on the play, which is going to bring up a third down and about 2, maybe even 1. Oh, boy. They're going to give him the first down on that?
Yep, they're going to give him the first down.
Wow.
Got enough. Just that one-on-one block. Reynolds wasn't able to chase out of it, and Patterson had to close in on that one. Didn't get there in time. First down, Triad.
So the ball in Collinsville territory now at the Kahok 46-yard line. Fresh set of downs here for Triad. Wide receiver, one in motion. Goes from the slot on this side to the slot on the other side. And it's a pass by Ackerman. He finds a guy in the flat with a little screen pass, and he dips and doodles a couple of times and gets up to the 40-yard line before the Kahoks finally bring him down.
Juking around there. Got past Tongay, but he wasn't going to get past Habermill. But good gain for Triad. They're moving now.
And they are. So the halftime adjustments by Triad paying off right now.
Yeah, they like this pass play so far.
2nd down and 3 for the Knights. 2 wide receivers on the near side. Empty side over on the far side. Phelps remains as the lone running back, but so far they have not ran the ball yet on this particular possession. Now they will, and Phelps will get it up to about the 40-yard line, inside the 40 to about the 38 before he's brought down, so that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Once again, that was Kroom sealing that one off. He didn't really actually get the tackle, but he had the hold there and let some other guys come in and finish that one off. 3rd and short for Triad.
9:50 left to play here in this 3rd quarter. And this time Ackerman is going to go under center. And he's going to hand the ball off to Phelps. And Phelps is going to drive toward the first down. And looks like he might be about a yard short.
That's Habermill that got in there to him. If he held him off, it's going to be very close.
Yeah, looks like he's going to be about a yard short, maybe a half a yard short of the first down. So it'll be 4th down for Triad, and they're going to go for it. As you figured they probably would with only needing a yard.
No better time for a big stop. Collinsville held Triad once on the 3rd and short that led him to him punting.
4th and short this time. Phelps is standing over the left shoulder of Ackerman, who goes back into shotgun. And now wide receiver will join the one over here on this side. So empty far side, sideline. And here's the snap, and it's going to be a keeper by Ackerman, and Ackerman's going to have enough for the first down.
Didn't get much, but he got enough.
Got enough. Only needed a yard, got about 2.
If that, not much more than 1. That's all they needed, though.
Yep, chains move once again. 1st down and 10 for Triad from Collinsville's 35-yard line. Triad trailing by 10. 8:35 left to play here in this 3rd quarter. Phelps once again remains the lone running back, this time 4 wide receivers, 2 on either side of the formation. Here's the snap. Ackerman passes, far sideline, and that one is going to be incomplete. It goes over the head of the intended receiver, and then at the last second, Loyal Patterson reaches his hand out there to try and make a one-handed interception, but it went off of his hand and bounced into the end zone.
Good job blocking upfield there by Patterson. Kept the ball away from Musgraves.
Triad likes to rotate people in and out, don't they?
Yeah, they have different guys for different things. Lots of different looks.
Phelps remains the lone running back. Now he'll go into motion, empty backfield. He'll come over here to this side, and Ackerman looks over to that side and then throws one in the flat. That was sniffed out big time by Michael Tongay. And that was Rome Richardson. He sniffed that one out big time, and that's a loss of 2 on the play.
I think they're calling it incomplete.
Are they? Oh, I thought he caught it, and then he got taken down.
I thought they were just showing that juggling. Yeah, it's going to be an incomplete pass.
All right, so 3rd and 10 instead of 3rd and 12.
Prevents him from catching it. Would have liked the catch, and Rome nearly got him for a loss there, but City bobbled the ball and lost it.
Yep, clock stops with 8:19 left to play after the incomplete pass. Be a nice time to stop him here and make him think about going for it on 4th and 10.
I think from this distance they're gonna go for it on 4th down, but I wouldn't.
Play clock down to 4.
They've been taking it down here on all these plays during this possession.
And a flag on the play. And we're going to have too many men in motion. Illegal procedure against the Triad Knights. That's going to back them up 5 yards. Call it a false start.
Yep.
And it'll be 3rd down and 15 from the Kahok 40-yard line, so that'll help.
So I wasn't putting past Triad to maybe try the nearly 50-yard field goal, but they're going to need to gain some yardage to think about trying that.
Well, first we have to wait and see what happens here on this 3rd down. Split backs in the backfield on either side of Ackerman. Now Phelps comes into motion, and the snap. Ackerman back to pass, and he is sacked by Devin Habermill. Oh, boy, what a huge play that was.
Play of the year from Habermill, busting through, and Ackerman didn't even know what happened. Triad's definitely going to punt now. The Cats pushed him way out of field goal range on that.
3rd sack of the year for Habermill, and number 3 couldn't come at a more opportune time. Clock continues to run. 7:50 left to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Triad was driving, completing some passes, and then it all just came apart for him here and in a big way.
Loyal Patterson stands back at his 15-yard line as he awaits the punt here from Stauffer. And Stauffer will take it and send it into the sky, and Patterson will just let it go. Takes a Kahok bounce back to the 20-yard line, though, so all in all, not too bad. That ball hit the ground and went completely backwards.
Hope everybody's all right as this Troy ambulance has made its way over behind the Kahok bench.
I have no idea what that's about.
Hope everybody's all right. Gonna obstruct some people's view that are in them stands there, but that's the least of the concerns if somebody's having problems.
Yeah, not sure what's going on over there, if it's a player or if it's a coach or somebody else that may have gotten hit during a play on that side of the field. So Collinsville will start their first possession from their own 20-yard line. 7:26 left to play here in this 3rd quarter. 2 wide receivers far, 1 near. Rome Richardson remains the lone running back as Chase Reynolds is in shotgun. Amari Rogers-Parrott goes into motion. The pitch goes to Parrott, and he cuts it up. Left side, puts on a spin move, still goes forward, and finally brought down at about the 39-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 38. 1st down, Collinsville.
Great play there, sending Rogers in motion, and then when he turns that corner, he turned it at the exact right time, found that hole, busted through for additional yardage.
Clock continues to move as we have 7 minutes to play here in this 3rd quarter. Big play there for Collinsville, gives them a little bit of breathing room, and they will have a new set of downs on their own 38-yard line. Kane Wyan lines up as a wide receiver on the far side. Rogers-Parrott in the slot. Loyal Patterson on this side. As Chase Reynolds looks over his shoulder at the play clock and fakes the pitch this time to Rogers-Parrott and gives it to Rome Richardson, and Richardson will get across the line of scrimmage and pick up about 5.
Yeah, so he sent Rogers in motion that time, and that makes Triad have to think about what's going to happen there and just send Rome the other way, and he's got running room on the right side.
Hurry up offense employed here by Collinsville. 2nd down and 5 for the Kahawks, and they run the next play to Richardson. Richardson goes off tackle a little bit to the right-hand side, and he'll pick up maybe 3 yards on the play, so it'll bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Could have just got to the outside a little quicker. Could have found some additional running room and got that 1st down. Be 3rd and 2, like you said.
6 minutes to play here in this 3rd quarter. 1st quarter was entertaining, but boy, it took forever. Took almost an hour and a half to play that 1st quarter, or 1st half. 3 wide receivers on the far side. That's Habermill coming into motion. Handoff goes to Richardson, though, and he'll go up the middle, and he looks like he might be, maybe 5 inches short.
This might be close enough for a measurement. You said you haven't seen one of those yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen one yet this year.
I think he's got it.
I don't know, man. Head referee's going to look at it, and he usually makes a quick decision on whether it's a 1st down or not, and he does. 1st down, Collinsville.
Didn't have to bring out the index card.
No.
Gene Sterdator. Well, now
I think Triad wants a measurement.
I think the referee's pointing. No, the ball's right here on the yard, and that's where it is.
Yeah, 48-yard line. So yeah, they're going to move the chains. Collinsville has a fresh set of downs in which to work with as they approach midfield. Still in their own territory at their own 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Kahawks. 3 wide receivers all stacked on this near side. And this is a Chase Reynolds run, and he is not going to get very far as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage before they push him back. Maybe lost a yard.
Hadn't seen one of those in a while. Chase had a big run for a touchdown earlier. Nothing going there. Great job of Triad defensive line to win that battle. Stop it.
So loss of a yard on the play. 2nd down and 11. 5 minutes now to go here in this third quarter. Once again, all 3 wide receivers come over to this side. Wyan on the near side. In the slot is Patterson. And Rogers Parrott joins him as well. Reynolds back to pass. He throws, and he's got Loyal Patterson across the midfield stripe. And they're going to say it was a catch. Yes, they do.
They're going to give it to him.
At the 49-yard line, a modest pickup of about 3. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 here for Collinsville.
So once you go down with the ball, you're down. Not that he would have had time to recover probably
So we'll see if the Jayhawks have up their sleeve here on 3rd down and 7. 4:20 to go here in this third quarter. Jayhawks break huddle. Wyan heads out of the huddle over to the far side. In the slot on the right side is Rogers Parrott. Patterson over here on the near side. Richardson remains the lone running back. Here comes Parrott in motion again. Fake handoff to him. Chase Reynolds is going to keep it. He's going to cut it up, and he's going to fall a little bit short of the first down. They're going to say his knee went down at the 45-yard line, so that's going to bring up 4th down and about 3 to go here.
Just as he was turning the corner there, Leitner got his hands on Chase. Chase couldn't stay up for that one. Might have been able to get the first down, but was tripped up. Definitely not going to want to punt here.
Nope, Jayhawks are going for it.
The way the punt coverage has been. Take this from the 45. If you don't get it, try to start from this area.
2 wide receivers far, 1 on the near side. Habermill moves from the left side to the right side of the formation. Rome Richardson follows him, and he'll get the first down and a little bit more. He's on the run and gets across the 30. He's finally brought down at the Triad 27-yard line. White flag comes in after the play was over.
But on the play there was initially got a little bit of a hand there on Richardson, but he ran through it there and then found that hole. Jayhawks get the first down. Will they be backed up some?
Hope it wasn't trash talking.
Rome will go off.
Referee's looking over to the Collinsville sideline. We'll have to wait to see what the call is here from the head referee. It happened after the play.
Yeah, dead ball.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, Collinsville. Man, oh man. I'm guessing it was trash talking.
Why? If we can hold on and win, let's trash talk then. No, no, don't really trash talk.
No, you don't need to do that.
But let that do the talking
for you. Let the scoreboard do the talking for you. But man, that is going to be a tough pill to swallow there. It's going to bring up a 1st down and 25.
No. It's going to be 1st and 10. It's going to be 1st and 10 from that spot.
No, they gave him the first down because it happened after the first down.
Right, but you're still going to start at 1st and 10. It's not like, right? They're going to move that. Yeah. It's not like it was already first down.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you're moving them back.
Yeah. So brand new set of downs.
This is the new set of downs. The Cavs basically are in basically a 3-yard gain for a first down.
All right, so 1st down and 10. I was wondering why the chain game wasn't moving. Now the referees want to talk a little bit more. 3:11 left to play here in this third quarter.
You're not going to start on 1st and 25 like that. Doesn't go like that. You gain 1st and 10, and then the yardage is.
I don't know. I was looking at the yard markers or the sticks, and kind of just had a brain fart there, man.
No,
it happens.
Your fault. Those guys are standing back there. We already had one crazy deal with this chains earlier, but Collinsville got the touchdown anyway.
Yeah, that was weird. Excuse me. All right, once the referees get everything situated here, we'll be ready to go. Loyal Patterson lining up as a wide receiver here on the near side with Amari Rogers-Parrott in the slot. Kane Wyan over on the far side. We have not seen Zach Priest on the offensive side of things in a while here.
Yeah, Wyan started to come in on offense. We want to keep Priest out there for defensive purposes. Referee still sorting all this out.
Wind picked back up again. What's up with that?
Don't know.
I could do without that. Ooh. Yeah. Here, come across the microphones here. All right, first down and 10 for Collinsville from the Triad 42-yard line. Rome Richardson remains the lone running back. 2 wide receivers near, 1 on the far side. And the handoff is going to be a keeper by Chase Reynolds. And Reynolds will get up across the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up 2. And that'll bring up a second down and 8.
Rome was on the sidelines for that play. They had Stewart in there as the running back, but he didn't carry it anyway. Stewart goes back out, and Rome's back in.
Didn't even notice that. 2:45 to play here in this third quarter.
Moving right along here in this third quarter.
We are. Unlike the first half that took forever, but it was fun. Here's a handoff to Richardson. Oh, he slips. He slipped as he was trying to cut it upfield, and he'll lose a yard.
Triad guy might have had it on him anyway. Might have been able to get about an additional yard.
Well, that's unfortunate. Third down and 9 now for Collinsville. They got to get the ball up to the Triad 32-yard line for a first down. As they break huddle, Wyan lines up on the far side along with Rogers Parrott. Loyal Patterson comes over here on this near side. Single coverage. And the snap and another pitch up into the grill, this time of Rogers Parrott, and he has a first down. Oh boy, that was still a nice play. And you saw that Rogers Parrott was shocked as that ball kind of hit him in the face mask when he got the pitch from Chase Reynolds, but he never gave up on it. And Collinsville picks up a first down.
And the seas parted for him just at the right time as he turned that corner. The Cavs found their blocks. Now Priest comes in here on offense.
Man, what is up with this wind all of a sudden?
Said he hadn't seen Priest out there on offense. Loyal Patterson will go to the sideline now as the wind kicks up, like you said. Cavs have another new set of downs from the 30.
30-yard line is the line of scrimmage. First and 10 for Collinsville. 1:25 left to play here in a fast-moving third quarter. Rome Richardson remains the running back, and he will not get the handoff. A throw into the flat for Amari Rogers Parrott, but he's wrapped up right away, but manages somehow or another to go forward and pick up about a yard.
Wyan lost his guy. They stayed on the block there. Rogers would have had at least 10 yards of running room. As
it seemed like it took forever for that pass to get there.
Slow, just a pass that wasn't zipped out. It took a while here, and looks like Collins is going to have a good chance to run the clock out here in this third quarter. We're going to have Triad with the first possession and Collinsville with the second possession. I remember a game years ago here where Triad took nearly the entire fourth quarter off the clock.
40 seconds to play. Here's another handoff to Rome Richardson. He'll barrel forward close to the 25-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 26.
And that can be the end of the quarter if the Cahoks won it.
Yeah.
I think they'll take it.
Probably. I would.
Coach pointed to the clock and said, come on back, guys.
Yeah, they're going to just let the clock run down as the play clock hasn't just now started, actually. And so that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to let this clock run down. We have a timeout at the end of the third quarter. 27-17 remains the score. Collinsville with a 10-point lead. We're back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
We love to have you come work for the city of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the city of Collinsville.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahok Sports Network, as well as the Kahok Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Collinsville, located at 1008 Vandalia Street, or call Jason Regg at 618-223-5215 or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
We have arrived at the fourth quarter here at Triad. Collinsville fighting for their playoff lives. Lead by 10 with a fresh 12 minutes put up on the clock, and Collinsville still has possession of the ball.
Yes, still their first possession in the second half.
That's crazy.
And they're only at the 25.
So 3rd down and 6 from the 25-yard line. Richardson will stand over the left shoulder of Chase Reynolds. Wide receiver on the far side is Patterson. 3 wide receivers, including Habermill, lining up over here on the near side. Habermill goes into motion. Handoff goes to Richardson. Richardson somehow or another got out of a tackle and gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's about it.
Coach probably decided they were going to go for it on 4th down, so why not try to get as many yards as you can, but nothing going there, and this 4th down will be a 4th and 6 from the 26. Probably a passing play here.
I would think so. Never can tell with the Colton Rhodes offense, though.
Sometimes maybe Chase will find some running room himself, and he can scamper for it himself.
Habermill tucks in as a tight end over on the left side of the formation. Reynolds in shotgun, sends Amari Rogers Parrott in motion. Chip pitches another one to him. He cuts it up, and he's going to be sniffed out this time. And that's going to do it for this possession. Collinsville will turn it over on downs.
Just about a yard short.
Yep.
That was a successful play earlier. Led the first down.
Couple of times.
Kahok took a lot of time off the clock there. Get no points to show for it. Defense should be plenty rested.
That's for sure, except for the guys who play offense.
That should just be Rome and Habermill, Loyal.
Reynolds. I don't think Reynolds is out there this time, though.
He's not out there sometimes, but those defensive line guys should be ready for this.
Oh, yeah, the front four should be, that's for sure. All right, Ackerman and company back out there. Phelps to the right side of the quarterback for Triad. 1 wide receiver on either side of this formation. Low snap. Ackerman picks it up, running for his life. He completes the pass. Chase Reynolds misses the tackle, and up to the 20-yard line it goes. That's going to be a loss on the play.
Tonge ended up finishing it off.
Oh, I tell you what, if Reynolds would have not missed that tackle, that would have been probably a 5-yard loss.
Even more of a loss. Kind of got himself out of position. Wasn't able to recover in time.
Clock continues to move. 10:35 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville up by 10. 2nd down and 11 after a loss of a yard on the play for Triad. Ackerman back in shotgun, has Phelps once again over his left side. Man comes into motion. Ackerman's back to pass, and he steps up. He's going to take off running, and then he'll run into his own bench, and he'll get it up to about the 31-yard line. They need to get to the 32 for a first down, so that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1.
Kroom was running down, about to chase him down from behind. Ackerman got to the sidelines. Yep, 3rd and 1.
John Thomas cut off the avenue for Ackerman and had him run out of bounds a yard short of where he needed to go for the first down. And once again, Ackerman back in shotgun. This time Phelps is over his left shoulder. 2 wide receivers, both on the far side. And here's the snap, and Ackerman's going to take off running again, and he'll have the first down before he is finally brought down by Michael Tonge.
Gets through the hole there. That's enough to get them the first down. Tonge finishes it off.
Chains move. And the clock starts. 10 minutes to play here in this fourth quarter. Phelps once again remains the lone running back. This time he stands behind Ackerman. 3 wide receivers on the right side, 1 on the left side. Here's the snap. Ackerman back to pass again. Lets it go, and it is complete. And that's going to be another Triad first down as they approach midfield.
Mac Musgrave's pulling that one in. They go down right away, but found some space there to catch that one.
Clock continues to move after the chains get set. Can't move fast enough if you're a Collinsville fan, that's for sure. Once again, Phelps remains the lone running back. He'll stand behind Ackerman once again. Wide receivers are all tucked in over to the right side of this formation. As it seems like Triad's having a little bit of a hard time setting up here. And a snap that bounces on the ground. Ackerman picks it up, and he'll roll out to the right-hand side. He thought about throwing it for a minute, but then he is swarmed by the K-Hawks. Devin Habermill and company take him down for a 3-yard loss.
He wanted to try to save the play and throw it away, but he thought better of it just to throw it into all that traffic. Busted play from the beginning for Triad.
Yeah.
They seem to be all out of sorts in that one, and then the snap was messed up.
2 wide receivers now on either side of this formation. Phelps stays in there as the running back. This time, though, he is over the left-hand shoulder of Ackerman. Man comes into motion, and then will run in place for a moment. Another low snap. This one picked up by Ackerman. He will roll out to his left. He's being chased from behind by Habermill, and just as he let go of the ball, Habermill takes him down right in front of his own bench. Incomplete pass will bring up 3rd down and 13.
Where it gets scary, guys getting towards the sidelines. You want to try to make a tackle on him, get a stop. He's going to get the pass off. Luckily it goes incomplete, but you don't want to get any kind of late hit.
Big 3rd down here for the K-Hawk defense. 8:20 left to play here in this 4th quarter. Collinsville up by 10, needing a win to become playoff eligible. 2 wide receivers over on the far, 1 on the near. Phelps remains the lone running back. Ackerman in shotgun, stands on his own 40-yard line. 3rd down and 13 play here for Triad. Here's a snap. Ackerman back to pass again. Throws it to the man in motion, and he gets taken down by Loyal Patterson with about a yard gain. That's going to bring up 4th down and 11.
Nothing downfield. Triad just goes to the dump pass to Van Zandt. Great coverage there by Loyal Patterson. You know, he's speedy. Runs track, covers it, closes in, and there now Triad's definitely going to go for it here.
And they're looking like it, not bringing out the punting unit as of yet.
They need 2 scores. Can't really afford to give Collinsville the ball back at this juncture.
So 4th down and 11. 7:45 left to play here in this 4th quarter.
Get this stop.
Ball on Triad's 47-yard line. They need to get to Collinsville's 42. K-Hawks trying to stop that from happening. Here's a fake handoff. Back to pass is Ackerman. Throws the ball down the sideline, and it's broken up at the last minute by Loyal Patterson. What a huge play there by Patterson and the K-Hawks.
Yeah, great play there. Patterson back-to-back with big plays, breaks up that pass. Did what it took.
Well, for a minute, the Patterson might have been hurt, but I think he's more mad that he didn't come up with an interception, apparently.
Well, you don't want an interception there.
No.
That'll cost you 40 yards. Can't be mad at the guy for not winning the interception, but
yeah,
it's a better play to not get it. I think he is a little shooken up here, and they are going to have him not be out here at least to start this offensive drive.
Yeah, he's probably out of breath a little bit, I would say. So he goes to the sideline, gets a breather, and
Look at him,
celebrates over there with Delvin Cross.
Yeah, love that.
7.5 minutes to go here in this 4th quarter. Collinsville gets the ball back in Triad territory at the Knights' 47-yard line. Now, if you're Collinsville, you just want to run off some time off the clock, but you also want to pick up some first downs.
Yeah, or a score.
Yeah, that'd be nice too.
Just get a good positive possession here.
Reynolds will hand the ball off to Rome Richardson. Richardson will get it up to about the 45-yard line, continues to push forward, and will get about 4 yards on this play.
It seemed to be wrapped up. We got another yard or 2. The running between the tackles is getting a little tougher as you're a running back and you've been taking a beating all night. Clock continues to run.
2nd down and 7 for Collinsville. 7 minutes left to play here in this 4th quarter. K-Hawks break huddle. Kane Lyon and Amari Rogers-Parrott head to the far side. Zach Priest over here on the near side. Rome Richardson stands to the left of Chase Reynolds. 2nd down and 7 from the 44-yard line. Reynolds will let the play clock go all the way down. And movement up front. That's going to be a flag against Triad, I think. Nope, false start against Collinsville. Didn't need that.
Yeah, that's what drew the Triad guys into it. They thought they were going to go. Collinsville's been pretty avoiding penalties like that today. So that doesn't help.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and 12 for the K-Hawks. Now the ball on Triad's 49-yard line.
One positive is they widened the clock there, so you're going to have another 25. Well, if they would actually start it.
Yeah, well, he hasn't. Referee told him to. Winding the arm, and now the referee's throwing his hands up like, what are you doing, man? I asked you to start the clock. Here is Reynolds rolling, throwing, and a little bit too far out of bounds as Zach Priest tried the old tippy toe catch, but couldn't reach it. So 3rd down and 12 now for Collinsville. 6.5 minutes to go here in this 4th quarter. Kahawks up by 10. Loyal Patterson will check back in. Zach Priest goes to the sideline. And the Kahawks need to get all the way up to the 37-yard line for a first down. Rome Richardson remains in there at running back. 2 wide receivers on the far side. Kane Wyan by himself on this side. And here is a run by Chase Reynolds, and he is going to get stopped at about the 46-yard line. So a gain of about 3 on the play, but that's going to bring up a 4th down and 9 here for the Kahawks.
Clock has never started.
Still says 6:30. Yeah, they only, 7 seconds? Wind the clock. All the referees are out there going wind the clock.
They should pump the play clock here. Yeah, they need a 40-second. They only put it at 25.
Well, they already had the play clock running, and then they reset it.
Well, but if the game clock never started, they need to run something off before.
Yeah.
But anyway, 4th down. Clock mismanagement here on Kahawk's part and the guy running it too, unfortunately, but we'll continue on.
4th down and 9. Chase Reynolds back to pass. Throws one downfield trying to find Wyan, but he threw over everybody's head, and Collinsville will turn the ball over on downs, and Triad will have the ball pretty much where they left it when Collinsville took over on downs, minus a yard. 5:50 left to play here in this 4th quarter. Kahawks up by 10.
No scoring yet in this second half.
Well, up to the defense once again to make a stop here against the Triad Knights. They did a nice job of it on the last possession. And now 1st and 10 for Triad from their own 46-yard line. Ackerman and Phelps in the backfield. 2 wide receivers on this side, 1 on the far side. He comes into motion. Here's the snap. Fake handoff once again. Ackerman back to pass. Throws it near sideline, but overthrows everyone.
Patterson's just a wall there as Musgraves goes upfield and runs into him. Throw is over his head anyway.
Stops the clock with 5:44 left to play here in this 4th quarter. 2nd down and 10 for Triad.
All right, tried some shots down the field, but the Kahawks haven't been burned for the big play.
2 wide receivers head out of the huddle over onto the far side. Musgrave over here on the near side. Phelps remains as the lone running back. Ackerman in shotgun once again. Triad going with a bunch of passes here, and that one's a low snap once again. And Kroom trying to chase him down. Throw goes down the field, and it's broken up on a nice play there by Romel Bollinger as that ball was heading right to its target.
That was a pass that was right on. Great coverage by the Kahawks. Ballinger just swats that one away.
Yeah, Dempsey was the intended receiver. Ballinger stayed with him the whole time, jumps up and swats it down. Clock stopped with 5:36 left to play here in this 4th quarter. Wide receivers, 3 of them on the left side, make that the right side, 1 over here on the left side. Ackerman, and another bad snap. It bounces to Ackerman. He's being chased down by Rome Bollinger, or excuse me, that one's bad pass on the run there as Rome Richardson was chasing Ackerman down, caused the off-balance throw, and it bounces right in between the legs of Dempsey.
How about that snap? It bounced off the turf and back into Ackerman's hands.
Yeah.
Lots of low. I think you want some low, but not that low. It's going to bounce. And 3 straight incomplete passes for Triad. Not much time has gone off the clock, but now they're facing 4th down.
5.5 minutes left to go on that clock. 4th down and 10 for Triad. Collinsville needs one more stop here to get the ball back and then chew up some time themselves. Ackerman in shotgun. Phelps the running back, and a timeout called by the Triad night bench. We will take a timeout as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for someone to help get your house in tip-top shape? Look no further than former Kahok Kara Gray with Clean Living Cleaning Services. From bathrooms to kitchens to garages to bedrooms and even commercial spaces, Clean Living is your place to go. Clean Living guarantees expert-level work done by expert-level cleaners. No matter how much grit, how much grime, let Clean Living shine. For more information, check out the Clean Living Cleaning Services on Facebook or call 618-979-9634. A clean space is a happy place. Clean Living Cleaning Services, 618-979-9634.
Todd Duke, Chris Kettler back with you from Triad High School here in Troy. 5.5 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. Triad Knights looking at a 4th down and 10 from their own 46-yard line. And the Kahawks need one more big stop here defensively to get a little bit closer to that 5th win. Here's the snap. Ackerman, he's back to pass. Being flushed out of the pocket. He's going to, oh boy, I tell you what, that was going to be close to being a sack from behind by Montre Kroom. He forced another throw, and it falls incomplete. Collinsville will take over on the Triad 46-yard line.
And now the hands Chase Reynolds. He's mad at himself for not getting the pick, but Devin and Adam Frazier said to him, hey, you know, we're better. We're up the field there.
We're in Triad territory.
We're going to start from up there.
So the ball hasn't moved much here in this third quarter. 47-yard line, Triad had it. They turned it over. Collinsville couldn't move it. They ended up getting it back on the 46-yard line, and here we are on the 46-yard line once again.
Kahawks looking to work the clock here.
5:23 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter. 27-17 in favor of Collinsville. Loyal Patterson lines up as a wide receiver on the far side. On this side, you have Zach Priest and Rogers Parrott. And once again, Rome Richardson remains the lone running back. Richardson will get the handoff. He'll go up the middle, and he'll have some success as he barrels his way towards the 35-yard line. They'll set him down at about the 37-yard line, so that'll bring up a 2nd down and about 3. And now the clock continues to run, and that's exactly what Collinsville wants. Triad used a timeout, so they have 2 left.
Just want to do work some clock here. This is 2nd and very manageable. Kahawks going to definitely keep it on the ground.
2nd down and 2 to go. Play clock still has 15 seconds to go. Chase Reynolds will let it get down to about 5 before he'll take the snap. And Reynolds is going to throw. No, he's going to run. Now he's going to run out of room. And then he'll throw the ball down in the Triad bench area if he didn't run out of bounds first.
No, I think they signaled incomplete.
All right. Well, that'll bring up 3rd down and 3 then.
But it stops the clock.
Yep, 4.5 minutes to go.
So that's the one thing you didn't want out of that. But
nope. I would have just kept handing the ball off to Rome Richardson. Or Chase can run too. I was surprised that he looked like he was getting ready to pass.
I think they were looking for that little quick out to Rogers.
Yeah. Reynolds in shotgun once again. Here's the snap. This time Reynolds will keep it, and he'll cut it up the left-hand side, and he is not going to get enough for a 1st down. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, so that's going to bring up a 4th down and 3 or 2.
Hole closed in there, and thought he was a little closer. So 4th and 2.
Ball remains at the 38-yard line. Clock continues to run. 4 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, they're going to go in with this big, heavy package with Kroom and Odell. They're going to just try to overload it here on the line here and try to get this 1st down. This is a package that was very successful in Carbondale.
Mario Rogers Parrott lines up as the only wide receiver. Chase Reynolds has Richardson over his right shoulder this time. Here's the snap. Richardson gets the handoff. He has the 1st down, and he spins out of the way. He'll go all the way down into the 10-yard line, and Collinsville will have the ball 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Oh, boy, what a big play that was.
You know he can do it if he can just stay on his feet a few times. Keep chugging along, and he gets it. And Chaos can get a first down inside the 1, or about at the 1.
Yep.
This will keep the clock going. Please start it. Guy running the clock, please. There we go. Please.
Yeah. Hometown clock operator, right?
I guess. I don't know. Not going to worry about it.
10-point lead for Collinsville. A touchdown would put them up by 17, and that would pretty much ice this game away.
Yeah, well, if they can get the first down at the 1, that might – you could kneel it out.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with scoring and going up 3 scores, I think, this late in the game.
10 seconds left on the play clock. 3 minutes left to go here in this fourth quarter. Mario Rogers-Parrott lines up as the only wide receiver once again on the far side. So Rome Richardson, I would expect, is going to get the ball here. Chase Reynolds in shotgun, and now a flag on the play as play clock ran out.
Coach was trying for a timeout.
I think so. That's what he's yelling at the referee.
I don't think he got it.
No. Referees are still talking on the old microphone, but yeah, it's going to be a delay of game. So that'll back Collinsville up 5 yards. Triad has 2 timeouts to use, and I would imagine after this run here and the next one that they will go ahead and start using them. Here is Rome Richardson. He'll go a little bit off tackle to the left-hand side, and he'll get brought down, and now Triad will call a timeout. That'll be their second timeout, so they'll have 1 left. Clock stopped with 2:40 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Kahawks up by 10.
Kahawks will be able to bring the clock under 2 minutes, even after Triad calls timeout after the next play.
Yeah. They'll be able to do it after the second down play here. And then the third down play, they will not be able to.
You're saying this was nearly a shootout in the first half. And
man, I'm telling you what, I'm shocked.
Nobody scored here in the second half. Totally different game in the second half. We talk about adjustments.
Yeah.
A little bit of that, a little bit of this.
Triad has already secured their playoff berth by virtue of their 7-1 record coming into this one. Their only loss was a 14-7 loss to Highland. So Collinsville not only trying to pick up a much-needed win for playoff eligibility, but also trying to kind of get back at Triad after that loss last year at Collinsville High School by 1 point after a field goal with 3 seconds left, won it for the Knights.
If a Triad at 7-2, you might be looking at having to go on the road. It might be very close. So they're probably looking to shore up a home game with a win.
Yeah. Collinsville will definitely be hitting the road if they can pull this one out. 2:40 left on the clock, first down and 15. Here is Chase Reynolds. He's going to keep it. He's going to travel around the left side, and he'll get inside the 10-yard line before he's finally brought down. And then Triad will use their final timeout. That'll stop the clock with 2:31 left to play here in this fourth quarter, and it's going to bring up a first down and about 7 to go here for Collinsville. They can get a first down at the 1-yard line, but that's the last timeout that Triad can use, so you can't kneel on the ball yet.
Yeah, the most heads-up play would be to get this first down and then kneel it out, but like I said, you wouldn't have
it's
a problem.
So close to the goal line if you're going to.
Yeah, you can't really expect that of high school players. Maybe a pro could do that a little more successfully, but I think if a guy sees the end zone, you're not going to have a problem with him scoring.
Nope,
to
not
go
at
3
all.
scores this late in the game.
Yep.
If that opportunity comes.
So the Knights are out of timeouts. 2:31 left on the clock here in this fourth quarter. Kahawks up by 10. Right now, ball security is the key. Got to hold on to that ball. Reynolds in shotgun. This time he'll have Richardson over his left shoulder. Rogers-Parrott is the only wide receiver in this formation. And he will not get the ball. I think that's safe to say. Here's a snap. Handoff goes to Rome Richardson. Richardson's in for a touchdown.
There you go. Rome Richardson with the touchdown. Bust through that hole there. I don't know if Triad was kind of maybe just letting them score, figuring their best opportunity maybe to have the ball. The Kahawks are up 16. So 16 is technically not.
Yeah, got to get this extra point.
3 scores. Yeah, you need this extra point. Will Swip has made 2. 3.
33-17. Here's the snap. Ball on the way, and the kick is good. And the Kahawks extend the lead to 34-17, 2:26 left to play. Here in this fourth quarter, we have a timeout heading your way, and we'll be back to wrap things up here hopefully real soon on the Kahawk Sports Network. Want to catch some of the best live music in Collinsville from a band of all Collinsville area residents? Look no further than Sonically Pleasing. Sonically Pleasing with former Kahawk Logan Carlisle, his dad Tim, along with Caleb Tanzius, play some of the best rock and roll hits from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. You can catch Sonically Pleasing at some of the area's finest venues, as well as book Sonically Pleasing for your private event or party. To put some music in your life, it's Sonically Pleasing. Check out Sonically Pleasing's Facebook page for upcoming live show dates and to book them for your special event or to call to book that event at 618-401-0052. Pleasing live rock music for your ears. Sonically Pleasing, 618-401-0052. Back here at Triad High School, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you. And the Kahawks look like they are indeed going to pick up that 5th win to make them playoff eligible. And boy, oh boy, what a game it's been. Will Swip kicks off, taken at the 15-yard line, then bobbled, dropped, and then picked up. And that is the best special teams coverage of the night for the Kahawks, and they still can't get him down. Finally, it takes Rome Richardson to bring him down at the 47-yard line. I cannot believe they didn't get him down after they had him swarmed.
Hey, can't give up just yet if you're trying. Do everything you can.
Yeah.
They're trying.
Got to have 3 scores, and you only have 2 minutes and 15 seconds in which to do it and no timeouts left. Man. Didn't need that much excitement, did we?
No, we're hoping for a little ease our way on out of here, but still a little more work to do. Still 2:15 to go.
And Triad back to work. And now they bring in Brody Hasquin, who is going to play the remainder of this game at quarterback, I guess. And then a flag comes in late as one of the Collinsville Kahawks was rolled over from behind. That is Adam Frazier. And I believe that was 65. Yeah, that's 65, and that is Landon Bush.
They're going to get him out of there.
Yep. And that's going to go against Triad, and that's going to hurt any kind of a chance that they thought they might have had with 2:06 left to play here in this fourth quarter.
And at this point, you're down 17 with 2 minutes to go. I mean, you might as well just say don't get anybody to do anything dumb. Don't get any dumb penalties.
Well, it looks like they brought in most of their backups now because they don't want to get their starters hurt because they know they have a playoff game next week.
They got a playoff game, and they very well may be going on the road at 7-2.
.206 left to play. 15-yard penalty tacked on the unsportsmanlike conduct play. So second down and forever here for Hasquin. He'll take the snap and he'll go back to pass and almost stepped up into a sack and then throws the ball away. I think that one slipped out of his hands. He was trying to find Isaiah Johnson, but I think it slipped out of his hands as he threw it, so that'll stop the clock with 2:02 left to play here in this fourth quarter.
Just a pass on the run. Ackerman, their starting quarterback, just on the sideline, helmet in hand, so it's no injury or anything like that. I just think they're
trying to play it smart.
Play it smart here, knowing what the deal is here late.
Third down and 20 for Triad. Ball on their own 37-yard line. Hasquin back to pass, being chased by Devin Habermill. Habermill got a hand on him, and then Hasquin on the run and throws it up, almost intercepted by the Kahawks. And DeAndre Brown had his hands on the ball, but I think the intended wide receiver, which is Dempsey, who is a starter, got a hand in there at the last second to poke that ball away.
There's a flag back here at the 30 near the line of scrimmage.
We don't need any more flags. You know what the flags are doing? They're stopping the clock.
So are the incomplete passes.
Yeah, that's true too.
Looks like it's going to be on Triad. The Cavs probably decline this one. And bring up 4th down.
4th down and 20. Looks like they have indeed already made the decision to decline it. Ineligible man downfield is what the call is, and they will decline it, and it'll bring up 4th down and 20.
Chaos get this stop on 4th down and get the ball back. I guarantee they're not going to do what Kahok did last week.
No, they will not.
Go for another touchdown.
Well,
no
Coach
way.
Rhodes said that in the pregame interview. He said, we would never do that. Because he said, same thing we said last week, that's a good way to get somebody hurt. Hasquin, back to pass. He steps up, throws it down the field, and throws it to no one in particular. I think the intended target was Brayton Riney, but he threw it way to the left of him. Collinsville is going to get the ball back, and all the Kayaks need to do is kneel down on it.
That's it. They did it. It was a fortuitous road to the playoffs this year. Had to
wait till the last minute.
Win in the last week here. But a 4th straight playoff appearance Collinsville's going to get. We're going to go on the road somewhere next week.
Somewhere pretty far, I would imagine.
Most likely. I think the normal is normal communities in there. They would be a possible one that wouldn't be as far.
When is the selection show? Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow night. Last 3 years we've gone to LC's and put it on. So
well, tonight's my wife's birthday, so we're going out to celebrate tomorrow, and I highly doubt that she'll want to go to LC's to watch a playoff selection show. So you'll have to let me know what happens when you do, and text me the participant that'll face Collinsville in the playoffs, and we'll go from there.
I'll be looking at some stuff, seeing some of those guys project and where it looks and how it'll shake out. I might have a pretty good idea of where we're going to go in the afternoon. I pretty much had zeroed in on Maine West last year. That's where we ended up going, and Collinsville's heading to the playoffs again.
That they are. Another kneel down coming up here. Still got 15 seconds on the play clock. As Jace Wilkinson is in there now, and he'll do the kneel down thing for Collinsville. No, Chase Reynolds is still in there.
Yeah, Chase is still in there doing it. You guys are excited.
Yeah, they are. Who was that doing the happy dance?
That's Quincy Johnson.
Yeah, it was.
Elks will just have to kneel this one here when it gets below 40.
Yep. 40 seconds left as of right now. So one more kneel down will do it, and there it is. And Collinsville will celebrate a big win here at Triad. And the Kayaks improved to 5-4. Triad, they're at 7-2 and have had a really good season, so nothing to hang their heads about, that's for sure. But boy, oh boy, the Kayhawks are very excited about this big win.
Yeah, it's better than sweating it out and seeing how it falls with 4 wins. Kayaks get 5, and they are very comfortable on their playoff points. So even if for some reason some 5-win teams didn't get in, it wouldn't be the Kayhawks. They are definitely going to be in the playoffs. We'll see how it'll shake out tomorrow.
Yeah, we will. Time for the postgame show, brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. You can give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an Invisired lipolaser machine. The Invisired machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The Invisired technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation. Get a first treatment and experience the amazing benefits that Invisaret offers.
Is it finally time to start doing what you've been talking about doing for years? Start making those plans right now and let Northwestern Mutual help you plan your future. Former Kahok Joe Philpott can help you get started with that plan today. Joe Philpott, a financial advisor with Northwestern Mutual, can help build a plan specifically for you with a wide range of financial options and the flexibility to change that plan as your priorities change. To get started on your future, give Joel Philpott a call today at Northwestern Mutual's Fairview Heights office at 618-606-2022. Spend your life living with Northwestern Mutual. Call Joel Philpott today, 618-606-2022. Caseyville VFW Post 1117 Auxiliary supports the VFW with post projects and fundraiser events. The Caseyville VFW Auxiliary also provides donations and sponsorship for veterans in need, Jefferson Barracks in St. Louis, the Caseyville Food Pantry, outreach programs, summer lunches for students in the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and now the Kahok Sports Network. Plus, sponsoring CHS programs like band, theater, and sports. If you would like to provide support or join the Caseyville VFW Auxiliary, contact the Caseyville VFW Post 1117 at 618-344-9878.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an Invisared lipolaser machine. The Invisared machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The Invisared technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that Invisaret offers.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works post-game show. Big win by your Collinsville Kahawks here on the final week of the season, pulling out a 34-17 win over the previously one-loss Triad Knights. But Collinsville punches their tickets to the playoffs. And joining us now, Corey Snyder, the assistant receivers coach. Coach Cordes wanted to go down and celebrate, so I guess you let him do that, right?
Yes, that's right, sir.
All right, so tell me a little bit about what you just witnessed out there tonight.
I witnessed our most complete football game of the season. Offense, defense, special teams left a little bit to be desired.
Yeah,
but, man,
we mentioned that a couple of times up here.
A little scary sometimes, but our offensive line and defensive line, man, they executed well. They played hard, so super proud of them.
I know you're a receivers coach, so you're an offensive guy, but let's talk about the defense for a minute, and in particular, Montre Kroom. He was a force to be reckoned with tonight.
Man, it took 2-3 guys sometimes for them to try and stop them. I don't think they succeeded at that. They have a really talented offensive line over there, and they were still struggling with him. Montre is a guy who has a great motor, and we love that he's on our side because he's tough.
Yeah. All right, so a shootout in the first half, all kinds of points scored, and then only one touchdown in the second half. But, boy, that was a big touchdown because that gave you guys pretty much sealed the win for you.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And you know, the defense set that up as well. We went in there with our heavy package, and, man, those guys executed. That was really fun to watch. It was like poetry in motion.
Reynolds and Richardson doing all the running, a 32-yard touchdown by Reynolds, a 2-yard touchdown by Richardson, and then the big 42-yard touchdown by Reynolds. But another one by Richardson there in that fourth quarter. What do you got to say about your offense, man? Because after last week and you only scored 6 points in that contest, you guys had to be kind of a little bit worried, right?
Yeah, you know, we just know what this offense can be, and that's what we just saw out there today. We can play complementary football where we can throw the ball, run the ball. When everybody lines up right, executes, does their job, it's really fun to watch. And the guys practiced hard all week. We challenged them, and they responded.
All right, man. We don't have any idea who you're playing, so I can't ask you about next week's opponent yet. So thanks for the visit. We appreciate it, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Corey Snyder. Corey Snyder, the assistant receivers head coach here, assistant receivers coach for your Collinsville Kahawks, as the Kahawks pick up a big win here tonight. 34-17 is the final score. And Chris Kettler, boy, I tell you what, nothing tastes sweeter than a little victory, especially when your playoff hopes are on the line.
Yeah, we came out here tonight and took care of business. We were I've been writing down some stuff all week on what it would look like if we lose and what might happen, but we got the win. The guys get to be out here and celebrate and enjoy this here tonight, and we'll look to see what the IHSA throws at us tomorrow night for the playoffs. We know we went on the road last year to Maine West and got that win and brought a second round playoff game home. Maybe that'll happen again this year, and hopefully we can do the game. There's a lot of red tape to sort out.
Yep.
Whether or not that can do it. So hopefully I'd like to do the game with you next week wherever we end up going.
Yeah, we'll find out Saturday where Collinsville is going, and then Monday I'll put my fingers to work on the old computer and see if we can get permission from whatever school that we end up going to. Again, it all depends on if they're a NFHS-affiliated school. And basically all I got to do is ask permission. If they say yes, they say yes.
Yep, hopefully all that works out. We definitely want to do the game and bring it to everybody, and if for some reason we're not allowed to, I'm sure there'll be another route, and we would let everybody know what that'll be. But stay tuned. We'll post everything on what the opponent will be when that comes out tomorrow night.
All right, sir, you ready to go celebrate?
Yeah, let's celebrate. Let's do this.
All right, that is Chris Keller. My name is Todd Duke. That's going to do it for us tonight. I am back with you, though, on Tuesday from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium as your Lady Kahok volleyball team gets their playoffs underway in a Tuesday night home battle at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium against the O'Fallon Lady Panthers. That is scheduled for a 6 p.m. start, and they have the first game of the night in that regional as Belleville Easton Quincy will take to the court after that first matchup. So we'll be on the air at around 5:40 p.m. to bring you pregame coverage, and then the volleyball match itself gets underway at 6 o'clock. A big thank you once again to Colton Rhodes joining me on the pregame show, Corey Snyder joining me on the postgame show, and Chris Kettler joining me on the other microphone and operating the camera tonight. My name is Todd Duke. Until Tuesday night, everybody have a fantastic weekend.